Part of saying you are a blogger is not just carrying any news, especially when the news will hurt another human being. But Kudi, you're such an illiterate with an evil heart. You don't care. Ogbe oloto ija. Wọ́n wá fún ní Lahot. Ó wá bọ́ síta. How many hours show ló ṣe lórí pé Kudi ó ti ya wèrè? Joshua wa fún wa ní evidence yẹn sì pé ó ya wèrè. Because the man just asked, how can you call yourself an LLB holder? And this is one of the things I keep telling people. Kudi is not a lawyer. And I'm sorry, I think Kudi is a law graduate. No one will go through law school. 100-level law student cannot be as terrible as Kudi. Except we are saying Irish school system is something else. One of the things, one of the beauty of one of the distincts of any school of study is being a lawyer, honestly. It differentiates you from everything. Even neurosurgeon in the world needs a lawyer. A lawyer is one profession that everyone will need at one point or another in their life. So that profession is such a honorable profession. You carry yourself with grace and self-esteem. Lawyer. As in, you go admission to study law. From even secondary school, when you know you're going to study law, books you read, you're not just reading books to pass exam, you're reading books to shape your reasoning, your sense of thinking. Ma? Have you seen where Kudi is reading? Have you seen where Kudi cannot read? That's what I'm saying. Like, she reads like somebody who have ADHD. Kudi read as if she's dyslexic. That is the thing. So, like, no, Kudi did not go on paraffin when you all lost certificate in clerical kinini. She probably work as a legal aid or something. This one cannot even do legal aid. Kudi do any form of research? No, legal aid now. Legal aid, in some country, their mode of study, you have to see law. Legal aid, very big chamber, and all those they might employ lawyer to be the legal aid, you have to see kini. Be our all study, secretarial study. One shishani kini. Kudi has nothing. Kudi and law school or BSc in law cannot be in the same sentence. Ibati mommy abishesi request. Ma? Even diploma in law, Kudi only. I need 100-level law school. I need diploma in law. We say 100 level diploma in law, Kudi only. Kudi will be calling trauma. Kudi she can't pronounce anything. It's okay. Kudi cannot anything. Yoruba Kudi ò lè sọ. Òyìnbó Kudi ò lè sọ. Kudi is charisma lawyer. She doesn't have the charisma. She doesn't have the look. She doesn't have anything that. Is you that look like teacher? One teacher. Profession. Is you that look like teacher? It's not just about reading it. Any profession that you are, there is a courage. That you have. She doesn't have a look of an educated person. Not look at all. Kudi is just a wasted product. Black woman. Do you know the research, the books you read before you can become a lawyer? As in, even Law 101. Law 101. Mommy, that will be a gun. A customer. A good meta. I always join, but most times me late contribute because I am either at work or driving. But mo máa ń join that. Continue. Lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Kudi. Now let me tell you the way it operates in Ireland. When the black community started migrating into Ireland, and a lot of them saw education, going to school, as a way of making money, not as a way of furthering their career or as a way of, contributing to the society. You would ask me how and why. Because if you are in school, unlike the UK where you go for student finance, school is free, then you get bursary, which is like a grant, which is free too, non-refundable, as much as 7,000 euros, 8,000 euros a year. If you have children, you get money for groceries and babysitting for your children. I think it was about, is it 40 or 50 pounds a child? I'm not sure if it's a week or a month. I can't remember anymore. On top of benefits. Are you listening? So a lot of people turned to professional students. Ẹlòmíì, owó yẹn ló fi kọ́lé sí Nigeria. Are you listening? Now, let me now tell you the way it works. In Ireland, there are two category of students. We have the matured students and the regular students. The criteria for absorbing is different from that of regular students. Mature students, ní láti ní 5, what's it called, GCSE or school cert. They just want to know, shortly experience, you understand? And they want to know if you passed, I think you have to pass one between maths and English or something. Or even I want you to Paris secondary school. Talk about Paris secondary school, you do something like a foundation, NIBI, and after that, you are straight into uni and getting all that money. And that was how Kudi got into university to study law. Yeah, she did. And let me tell you, because English is not a native language. So they take a lot of substandard essays and way of writing. They put that into consideration. It is not your way. Because when you look at the way Kudi speaks, she does direct translation from Yoruba to English. You will know that our thought process is in typical Yoruba. And that is why she will say, what did you call the name of that person? You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what she's thinking in her brain, and she's translating it directly to English. That's the way she thinks. And that was how Kudi studied law. She actually studied law. But studying law does not make you a lawyer. When you study law, you have not been to law school. You cannot practice as a lawyer. You are just a law graduate. And the most you can be is a law clerk. And that was why when you remember when Dr. T was suing Kudi and she related with where they told them she is their law clerk. So that's why I'm always, it upsets me when people call Kudi a lawyer. Kudi is not a lawyer. She studied law. I don't know, whatever grade she came out with, she did not go to law school. There is no chambers that would ask Kudi for tutelage. Or see any chambers. She doesn't have what it takes. And when you talk in terms of studying law, anybody
Law is a BA. Look, when you study law in Nigeria, what you come out with is LLB. That means from the onset, you are being trained the ethics of law to be a lawyer, because it is believed that you will end your career at the law school. But when you come abroad, people study law, that's why it's called BA law. You understand? They just study the theory of law, not the practice of law, not the principles of law. Because when you hear her speak, she doesn't even speak like somebody who has been to the four walls of a university. Not to talk of studying law. So that's why I say KUDI studied law, however it may be, but KUDI is not a lawyer. She does not have the qualification to be a lawyer. So that's what I just want to make clear to everybody. She doesn't have the qualifications to be a lawyer. Hello, everybody. Everybody is quiet. Hello.
I enjoy Inima. Make more sense.
We are with you. We are with you, ma'am.
So it's not if she doesn't have the, what's it called, the criteria, what it takes to study that law. But Island man fún àwọn blacks, immigrants ní concession, especially mature students. So KUDI, I know KUDI, before she said she went into school, she had this group of friends. Toma invade every party. Adult school, no. She had this group of friends. Toma invade every party. Toma invade every party, go to everywhere. She was well bleached, had this bogus gold. I don't know what happened between she and her friends. And all of a sudden, Okobawole. Then I think just to redeem herself, she started studying this law. And I think it went into her head, feeling it puts her in the class of elites rather, which she is not. She's far from it. She's far from it. Law is not just about studying law. You need to live law. You need to live like a lawyer. The way you carry yourself, the way you look at professional ethics. They are not supposed to be praised in parties. They are not supposed to, what's it called? They are not supposed to spray in parties. There are a lot of things with the professional ethics. Is KUDI, do you see KUDI like that? How many lawyers who are practicing, barristers, and ask KUDI, what is she? Because in Nigeria, it is fused together. When you're a lawyer, you are a solicitor and a barrister of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. It is separated. You are either a solicitor or a barrister. Ask KUDI. Is she a solicitor? Is she a barrister? She's not. So she's just there. She just studied law and she's working as a law clerk. And that's all. So that's what
you are very correct. You are very, very correct. Because hello everyone. One will cut you off.
I'm done.
You're done. So yeah, you are very correct. So like I was just typing in there. My daughter, she's 27. She just graduated law school in May. She actually did Juris Doctorate. So now she's studying for a bar exam, right? If she doesn't go ahead to do the bar, she can work as a paralegal. Actually, during summer, she works as a paralegal. Okay, so paralegal, you are not a lawyer. I don't know how it works in Ireland, but this is in US. By exam, you can never be a lawyer. It's just like in nursing school, right? You can go to nursing school. I mean, you can do all the courses you graduate. If you graduate nursing school, you cannot practice as a nurse until you do your nursing exam, until you take the board. I have some people that went through the 4 years of BSN. Though you will have your Bachelor's of Science in nursing, you practice as a registered nurse if you don't take the board. You can always tell people, oh, I went to nursing school or whatever. But if you don't pass the nursing board exam, you cannot tell people you're actually a nurse because you cannot practice nursing. So it's just in cotton shelling. If my daughter decided, you know what, I don't want to take the bar, right? She cannot call herself a lawyer, but she can be a paralegal. She's just going to be like paralegal or like assistant Anthony. They're not even an Anthony. They're just like a paralegal. They're just going to be assisting all and working in that firm. So she's saying that I don't understand where that is coming from, and for the fact that, like you were saying, could need the charisma, the way you carry yourself. You can. She doesn't even have the legal ethics of a lawyer, like, because go if you want everything, no man jump, go everything. You analyze people anyhow. You defend people anyhow. Coming from someone to need that background, you shouldn't be doing all that. You shouldn't be doing all that. I'm so sorry. I don't know. She's just. That is the only thing so because I have my daughter that just did that, and she's going through. It takes a lot to be a lawyer. It's no joke. It's not moi. It's no joke. It's no moi. Going to school, and it is a whole lot of sacrifice you have to make to study, and it's very voluminous. And what she is a lot. And for you just coming out and saying you're a lawyer, I don't understand.
I studied law. I graduated from the then University of Ife, and I went to law school. I remember when I am in law school, we were about to start our exam, the director of law school stood before us in the hall and said, "You are about to take one of the most difficult exams in the world." So you can imagine, when you're taking your exams, even while we were in Ife, when you're taking your exam, there are ambulances packed. Because you see students who will face some will come out and tell you, "I'm looking for order 10. I'm looking for order 10. Why? Because they have overread it as. When you're in law school, just 1 minute, ma.
Yeah.
There is a course we do called professional ethics. It teaches you how to conduct yourself as a lawyer.
Yeah, as a lawyer, yeah.
Eloquence. It teaches you mannerism. So how can Kudi tell me that she has passed through that? Even for that Ogumbe, I'm beginning to think. But now it's different. In my days, it was just one law school. Now I think they have about 4 or 5 law schools. So I don't know what's operating now. And that's why we have a lot of caricature lawyers who don't even know what they are doing.
Evil or good, but I'm still doubting him. Or long, they can go
because their training is very, very rigorous. You can't go through their training and be like that.
I want to throw it away like that.
You cannot go through that training and come up to be like that. I can't see her as such. I can look at her and say she went through all that rigorous training, all that legal ethics, and you are like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't see her like that. I just cannot. I cannot.
You are very correct.
I can say I did anything, but for Kudi, because I lived in Ireland, I'm telling you.
You know,
He's not a lawyer.
It got to a stage. I was even asking my daughter, like, "Are you sure this is what you want?" Because it is a law. I was even asking her, every time I have to check on her mental health. And the thing is, when it's school, it's not just like you were studying to pass. It's like you were competing. The way they do their thing is you were competing with everybody else in the class. So it's a lot. It's a lot to be a lawyer. You can't just come up and just throw it up like that.
It's that
Well, see, Kudi, as somebody who can write a legal document, as a solicitor, let's say as a solicitor, you want Kudi to write to you, for you, to an organization as your solicitor on your behalf. And anyone see Kudi stand before a judge, they will say, Kudi risky àbí kí ló ń pè rẹ̀? Kudi láti alówólé for the
I imagine nǹkan tí ó possible ẹjọ́.
So why would anybody think she's a lawyer?
She's not at all.
You know.
No, people are they are so ridiculing this profession now because when you call yourself when we talk about law, being a lawyer, all these judges that determines people's fates, they are first a lawyer before they become judge. So when we are talking about law, lawyer, it's not just a joke. People's fates are in the hands of these people. So you want Kudi risky to determine someone's fate in the court of law. I
don't know how it works. It's just like I said, just like in nursing school. So the people that went to take the board to be a nurse, nursing school, nursing school, but they're not able to pass the board exam.
Yeah. If you can't pass
BSN, Bachelor of Science, but you are not a registered nurse because pass the board like to become a nurse actually.
Mom, Davabi won't be. Yeah, you're right. You can finish school if you do not pass the board exam. You cannot be a registered nurse. Mommy, Davabi, one question or words come pronounced differently than the normal British English or American English, because the way Kudi pronounce some things. Have you seen how
we only speak a bit of Latin. We have some Latin words that is added into law, but that you speak normal English. And we interpret normal English. Kudi, you know what? When you are in school, you learn the theory of law. Except for the only other thing you learn is prudence, which is the science of law. When you come to law school, that is where you learn how to practice law. You understand what I'm saying? That is when you learn what it means to be a lawyer. When I finished law school, I worked for Kusama Tuolojo and Shinkafi then. See, principal me was a son. Tobani pe umba law court. Niola. What we were junior lawyers then. What I would only be doing there is to see evidence kokoto soto moti mobito one in evidence act. Moti shile fun. In case when it is that he wants to read it. You will study overnight. Then I went to Baba my rent. You live in the flat. I worked with Baba with the now Attorney General, Uncle Latifagbemi. We're related, but I worked under him with Baba Babalola. Waka Evidence Act. To yakpe ama ho ni ori e wa de ma interpret wa ma le refer bí be yo se refer Bible. Bí tó bá ní pé èyàn ko lọ ṣàgbèrè gbogbo everywhere in the Bible. You must not commit adultery. Wa ma ṣàbáyé, wo ma ṣàbáyé lórí ẹni.
Yeah.
So ibẹ̀ ni èyàn kan akawa de ge ama ni only case Wumi. The police should have arrested everybody. I asked the lawyers in my office, Otis Sutton. I was hearing that only I asked the lawyers in my office. And they said they should have arrested everybody. And it's she's just
Can you just imagine that?
She's just not better than a law clerk. Law clerk to get law clerk man joko to man kawe. Yeah, law clerk.
Okay, law clerk me. Years of working in that chamber.
I mean, even law clerk, they are like law students. They are like law in the making. They are like law students. They are like law students.
Kudi na cleaner. Kudi call law school for owo yen ni ko. Is that say they won't understand anything? Because school is not Kudi's.
Olore mi kan níbí báyìí. ní UK mi báyìí ó máa ti tó bí i 10 years nísìn olówó ti TFL ló ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ train àwọn underground ló ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ ó bá ní wọ́n fowó lọ́hùn pé kóun wá lọ sí school ó bá nù fẹ́ lọ ka lọ ó gba £3,000 lọ́dún náà tó bá lọ sí kíláàsì tó bá ṣe kínní ọkọ tèmi tí ò ka lọ tó yẹ ẹnjìníà ni o á wá sílé wa a wá gbé ìwé wa kọ́kọ́ máa bóun ṣàsáímẹ́ǹtì ó ṣe máa bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣàsáímẹ́ǹtì ìyẹn tẹ̀sí máa ń bá ṣàwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan àwọn ìyẹn tí yẹn ti bá ṣe tó bá wọ 1 or 2 things tó lè ṣe ó bá sọ di bàbàrà ó gbé assignment a máa kó wá sílé wa ó lè mọ 12 a.m. ó sì wà lé wa ìyẹn tẹ̀ lọ bí iṣẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ kejì ó yẹ ni mo sọ pé ní ò lè bá ṣe assignment kankan mọ́ o yẹn ni assignment wọ́n lòun ṣe bí àwọn nǹkan kéékèèké tó kàn kó wa ṣé tó bá kó dìp nínú iṣẹ́ lọ́ọ̀ ṣé òun lè bá ṣe ni ṣé òun ṣe lọ́ọ̀ ni òun rí di lọ́ọ̀ náà is an engineer ó kàn ń gbé at least àwọn òyìnbó kéékèèké tó nǹkan tún wo kẹjẹ kóun tún lọ wọnú gọ́ọ̀gù kóun tún bẹ ká ó dẹ̀ sọ di iṣẹ́ làtọ́kọ̀ mi ò bá ṣe kí ni mo sọ wá dọ̀tá ni o mo kó máa tún wà another person tó máa lọ máa ṣe kínní irú yẹn máa ṣe tán sá lòun lọ́ọ̀yà
irú ẹ̀
ẹni tí ẹnjìníà bá ṣiṣẹ́ lọ.
irú ẹ̀ ní Kudi. That is why I get upset when people assume Kudi is a lawyer. Ṣebí òun ni Mọ́mí Davabi ti sọ. She's told us where she's good, when she did her exam, who she has worked with before leaving Nigeria.
Mayor. Ìgbà tí Kudi ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà tó fi ń bú ẹni tó ń bú of recent yìí Afọláyan ó ní òun ò follow anybody ó ní
ò fọ́ fún wọn.
ó ní àwọn máa gbọ́ ó ní school ó ní ibi tóun ti kọ́ lọ́gán òun ò follow wọn ẹ máa gbọ́ o èèyàn mọ̀ ìsọ́pẹ́ ibi tóun ti ṣe náà níbi tí mo ti ṣe lọ́ọ̀kan mi ò fọ́lọ̀ wọn ṣé wọ́n dárúkọ skul mi o skul tí mo lọ gan ṣe fọ́lọ̀ wọn lọ skul tí mo lọ gan mi ò fọ́lọ̀ wọn.
lè dárúkọ ọ̀dà ó ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa jí òun àwọn
ibi tí mo ti ka lọ́ọ̀kan
tẹ́ bá lọ sí Facebook mi or my Instagram, 95% of my friends are people I schooled with. So basically what I'm saying is 95% of my friends are nurses and doctors. People I went to school with, people I have worked with. The other 5% can be family and friends. Aside TikTok, different profession, different walks of life. But the people I know, in fact, there was a year, mo ní láti lọ síbì kan mo wá drop ọmọ mi sí ọ̀dọ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó jẹ́ doctor ìgbà tí ọmọ mi tí mo wá lọ gbé ọmọ mi ó ní pé ṣe gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe NHS ni mo mọ̀ ni pé ó ṣe jẹ́ pé all my friends works in NHS mo ní because these are the people I've went to school with, these are the people I know. So your profession will sort of determine the people you move with, because those will be your friends and all that. Go to the social media and all those things. Kudi cannot bring one lawyer that she's friends with, that they went to school, because Kosibi, this disproportionate shewato ni among Dudu àti Òyìnbó nílùú. Even pé o lọ sí school 3 years university nílùú, you will have friends of other race and color. Kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ báàdì tó pé racism o, colorism o, wàá ṣì ní ọ̀rẹ́ funfun kan, ọ̀rẹ́ Asian kan, ọ̀rẹ́ dúdú o, ọ̀rẹ́ Indian, ọ̀rẹ́ Chinese, wàá ṣì ní wọn in your proper.
Even as a colleague, yourself.
Kẹ́tẹ̀ ṣe your colleague kúrò. Ṣe pé colleague ẹ ti dá dúró ẹ ti mọ̀. But in tẹ́tí jọ go through class for 3 years. you have this group of people, because sometimes they will put you in groups to study together, to come up with assignments, to do these things. Because even as a law student, there are times that we give you cases to come and defend, or to be either the prosecutor or the defense attorney in class as a student. So they'll put you in groups.
That's even, I think that's a class of his own. God, they have a class like that, like a course. They have a course like that.
It's called a moot court.
Exactly. Yeah. So it won't be people of only your race that will be in that group. You will be among different groups, and sometimes these groups are people you will work with till you graduate. KUDI don't have anything of such. It is our only for social media.
Now let me add another thing that would definitely make you know. Lawyers in Ireland have a professional body, whether it's solicitor, whether it's barrister. If person is registered and a member of that professional body, once you type their name on Google, it brings it out. Just like if you type a social worker's name, it would tell you if that person is registered with Social Work England. So type Kudirat, Kudiriski, Kini middle name, I forgot Dolapo, Alowole, Abi Yesufu. Let's say maybe when she sought asylum, maybe she used Yesufu. Okay, Woboyo Majadi. Like in Facebook, TikTok, blogger, it won't come out. And that was why she was very quick to apologize to don't retract. I retract. Because she didn't that seriously.
So Ashidi Etumba now, they actually said it that she's a clerk, that she's not a partner or a colleague in the firm. She's just a clerk. You know, KUDI is a nasty piece of trash, and she will be binned where she belongs to. She's a gutter girl, true and true. How can an adult who have been through the 4 walls of university say bad-mouthing people to going on with smear campaign? It's a job that she is happy to do. When she was coming for Afolayan, the way she was angry, the way she was bitter, and the way she related that issue with OMOWUMMI and YEYE, it's beyond human reasoning. You ask yourself, this woman, what actually is your beef? How does anyone have something against a young widow? She is so big. In fact, when KUDI sees OMOWUMMI's picture, she will be hyperventilating and her blood pressure will be off the roof. I have never seen this level of madness in my life. KUDI is 52, OMOWUMMI is 27.
So hateful. She's just so hateful.
So hateful. Now saying YEYE unfollowed her. That's in pain, Oh, KUDI, it was as if YEYE took part of KUDI's avoid. So she's not having proper ventilation. YEYE has taken KUDI's oxygen by unfollowing her. You that have carried on with smear campaign against OMOWUMMI, when Priscilla was getting married, you started fancying her, doing as if they should give you an invitation. You want to move with the creme de la creme of the society, but you are a gutter girl. You are a gutter girl, true and true. And it's because you are not a lawyer, you are not a registered lawyer, you have no registration, you are not called to any bar in any world, in any part of the world. That's why you were carrying on like a trash that you are. Because no lawyer that has something to lose will be carrying on the way you carry on, KUDI. You've done it, we kept quiet for you, we were looking at you. Why would be to my come again for mommy? On sọ come move on. You see, and you all are anymore. Me, one thing I'm so sure of, and I will speak for that with all boldness, is when OMOWUMMI is ready, she will travel the world. Everything, in fact, I can say that, especially in the society you are, if she tabled her case, there are people that will take her, there are law firms that will take her case as pro bono, and we deal with all you miscreants that have made it a point of duty to smear the name of this young lady. Enjoy yourself now. Ṣó ti gbogbo owó tó make yẹn wàá pọ̀ wàá fi ṣe ẹjọ́. You this wicked trash, saying that after 3 years the young girl shouldn't move on, asking why she was featured in a movie, so she should not get. It's not as if you to answer. Esha wants celebrity and boom polo ọjà tó ń tà ní orí ẹ ò pé, Kudi orí ẹ ò pé, iye ẹ̀fọ́ bòjó náà. Ṣebí oògùn náà ni yẹ́ ń ṣe lọ́dọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀, òun ló ṣe mọ ayé lála. The first thing that can come to your mind in the name of justice is asking Darusha to come and do ayé lála. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀mí ìṣọ́ọ̀bù wọn bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ, train your parents. Do not let your parents be like Kudi, Dọlápọ̀ Alówó ńlé. Train your parents. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ tí àwọn obìnrin ti ń kọjá 40, train them, start monitoring them. If they have TikTok, monitor what they are doing on TikTok. Monitor what they are doing on Instagram. Mothers and fathers are the ones now disgracing their children. I don't think she has good relationship with that her first daughter. She's angry with that daughter because ìyẹn ni ò jẹ́ kó achieve kínní. Ìwọ teenager tó lọ ń bá ọkọ ọlọ́kọ sùn, ìwọ ló máa ní that temerity, audacity láti pe ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ní àṣànà. You that has no business with sexual activities that age. What were you doing with a married man? Dele Taiwo was a married man. You have another problem with Kudi is she has never experienced love from a man. All the men she's been with, she agbesun no kàn fi ń ṣe. Wọ́n máa kàn tẹ ní ẹ̀yìn agbo ni. Wọ́n ti treat Kudi rí lọ sí proper romance and getaway. Kàn tí ẹ sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ dú ẹ lásán gan, pé kàn gbé ẹ lọ hotel. Wọ́n ò fún Kudi ní ọ̀nà yẹn rí. Wọ́n ò gbé ẹ̀yìn Kudi sí orí bẹ́ẹ̀dì rí. Ṣé mo bọ́ ṣe máa ń ṣe slow mo? Tó máa bọ́ pátá, tó máa bọ́ aṣọ, tó máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Kudi has never experienced that in the days of her movement with a relationship. Ó máa kọ́kọ́ dóko ní ayé ẹ̀, ẹ̀yìn agbo náà ti dó. So ẹ wá ní kó má wà bitter. Trash òun ni Kudi. Imagine as a young lady pé o kọ́kọ́ fẹ́ ṣe, because your first time is always something you want it to be as romantic, as pain-free as possible. Ẹ̀yin agbo, big drum yẹn, drum set, naughty, nickel, káwọ́ sí, tán ka aṣọ white tán wọ̀ yẹn, mini skirt tó wọ́n àti búkì wọ̀. Ọjọ́ tí Délé Táíwò kọ orin tó kọ yẹn, tẹ́ bá wo ibi tó ti ń ṣe music vixen àbí kíni, aṣọ yẹn gangan kò wọ pátá sábẹ́, wọ́n kàn ká sókè ni wọ́n fi fún ní ẹ̀yìn agbo. After 3 months ló lọ bá Délé pòun ti lóyún. Ìyẹn lóun níyàwó ńlé. Ìyẹn náà níyàwó ńlé pé kó má kó bóun. So Kudi became a teen mother, teenage pregnancy. Òun ni Kudi gbé. Àwọn òbí ẹ̀ dà sí lára. So could you come and tell us, when did you ever went to Epoma? Because I'm saying you go Epoma. If you truly go Epoma, you go sabi speak pidgin English. Ogun won't kill you. You decrease. You will spend 4 years in Epoma. Your brain go they behave the way they behave. They never format your brain. Do you even know where Epoma dey? Ogun Agbia. So ìgbà wo ṣé ìgbà tí wọ́n dá sí ẹ lára kó máa dánmọ́ tán òun ló fi lọ sí Epoma? Or what? ìgbà tó okay éèjì wo ló wà tó fi gba alówó ńlé mọ́yàwó ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ìwọ ìyẹn.
oríta ìyẹn máa ń fi àwọn gidi lẹ̀ tẹ̀lé ọmọ oníjó lọ koríta ó kàn lóyún ìyẹn ò mọ̀ bí òun lọ ọmọ gan sí.
oyún Sarah ló ní ó fẹ́ tí oyún yẹn bọ̀. Kudi wants to live the life of the wife of a celebrity. Kudi
ló gbé wá sí orí ọ̀dọ̀ Ọmọwùmí àti Ìyábọ̀. The life
exactly
what she wanted but Ọlọ́run ò gbà fún ìwà ẹ̀ ò gbà fún. She doesn't have the
in fact gan mo máa question WAEC result Kudi àwọn ọmọ tó máa ń fọ fence ní secondary school ni. When you look at the life of Kudi you will know that she has never any form of training both at home and within the four walls of an education institution, both secondary and higher institution. Kudi máa ń fọ fẹ́ǹsì àwọn ọmọ tí ò kí ń gbọ́ràn tó máa ń yọ tíṣà lẹ́nu. In fact Kudi maths teacher ẹ̀ gan ó máa ti dó because ayé ẹ̀ ti bàjẹ́. Kudi, what are the literature books local ní secondary school? Come and tell us one of the most popular literature book tí wọ́n ṣì ń lò dòní is either Macbeth, The Gods Are Not to Blame, Things Fall Apart. Me, I cannot forget the things that were
as you like it.
Oh, come and tell us who. Kudi, come and tell me who is the author of The Gods Are Not to Blame. Do you even know the first line of Things Fall Apart? Can you tell me who wrote Things Fall Apart? Kudi, you are nothing but a social media tout. You are a talk. She was doing runs. Oti, pora, ti, and Shakespeare. Yeah, Macbeth. Kataniya Macbeth. You know, Shakespeare. Oh, pora, ti, oti, bo, ọpọlọ ẹ mọ́. You will now look at Kudi. Whip not my child. Èmi tí mi ò ṣe literature gan, I've read all the Pacesetters. Pacesetter is one of the most interesting books that you can read as a secondary school girl. Moved from Pacesetters, I've read all the James Hadley Chase, all the series then. I have it. Oúnjẹ tó máa ń fún mi fún lunch when I was a child. Mo máa lọ fi ń ra ìwé. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá gbé ní Ìbàdàn, ẹ mọ ibi tí Union Bank wà ń gbà yẹn, the old Union Bank, that road. Tó máa ti ń ta ìwé lẹ́tọ́ tó máa ń ta used books yẹn. For people that grew up in Ìbàdàn. Àwọn bàbá tó máa ń kàwé níbi ẹgbẹ́ títì and all those things. I moved from James Hadley Chase. I started reading Sidney Sheldon. I read, God bless you. I read all the Sidney Sheldon. I read Jackie Collins. Read Harold Robbins. Could you come and tell me? And there is no way you can be... John Grisham, yeah. John Grisham made me to love law,
and crime. And how to solve crime.
Tebari,
yeah.
Tebari, even till now. Yeah, Robert Ludlum, God bless you. Oh, I love Robert Ludlum. Before I now start diversifying to other artists and all those things, is now that I'm not reading this Tommy something, this girl that wrote Children of Blood and Sweat, this Nigerian girl. I'm now diversifying to some Nigerian authors. Me too. I have a library card till now. I have all these books. See, John Grisham Bashe new ìwé lónìí. I'm buying it. Exactly, those books, it will shape you, shape the way you speak, especially for we that grew up in those days, Nigeria. I went to a public school. I didn't go to a private primary school. I went to a public school, but you can never tell. I have been reading from age 6. So you cannot, there is no way you can call yourself a law student that you will not have read any of the books we've mentioned here. kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe. When you're reading John Grisham, you will be seeing it in your head how the prosecutor is speaking, how the defense attorney is speaking, and you can even visualize how they can declare a case as mistrial, or how they can say, okay, this cannot happen. This woman is a bloody nuisance, true and true. Kudi has lived in Dublin for years, an English-speaking country, and she speaks worse than a child that grew up in the deepest set of Ibadan. Even James Hadley Chase, if you read James Hadley Chase as a child, you will start thinking maybe I should work as an agent. All these things. Yeah, how the cookies crumble, knock, knock, who is there? All those ones. You know? This woman is a bloody nuisance. You know, she said she went to Ekpoma. There is no way. Honestly, sometimes before the eras of Kudi and her nuisance, sometimes I feel sorry for the young kids, because if you've not read all these books, how are you enjoying your youth? How do you broaden your scope? Because a book will give you an insight into where you've not been. So when you now actually get to that part of the world, you will now like, oh, I read about Liverpool in so book. I read about the Mossad when Kineko. So when you go to places like Israel, and sometimes it helps you with knowing how the politics is working all over the world. And not only just novels, some people's biography. One of my best poets in the world that I've read almost all her books, and I love her work, is Maya Angelou. She has given voice to women, children, and when you hear her speak, it gives you that feeling of soothing, that feelings of hope, that feelings of tomorrow. Yeah, it shapes the way you speak as well. It helps with your diction. It helps you to know how to cross your T's and how to dot your I's. So could it come out and tell? Could you were speaking the other day? So I was like, only post-traumatic. How does an adult woman? So how do you sit down and teach your children how to read? Ikeja Kudi was raised in Ikeja ghetto. Ṣé wé àwọn tó dàgbà nínú Ìbàràpá méjèèjì. So she is supposed to even have more exposure than somebody that grew up in Okemapo. Having lived in Dublin for over 25 years, Kudi's diction is as terrible as Kudi's diction is as terrible as àwọn ọmọ ìbejì kékèké tí Akànní àti Àríkẹ́. Tí wọ́n bá ní káwọn ọmọ yẹn sọ English, they have better accent than Kudi. But you now want to come out for a young girl that you have no business with. In fact, go here come out OMOWUMMI, because kì í ṣe pé ó ń fi orúkọ OMOWUMMI jẹun nìkan, ó fi bọ́ ẹbí ẹ̀, ó fi bọ́ ọkọ ẹ̀, ó fi lọ sí Mecca, ó fi ra PS fún ọmọ ẹ̀, ó tún wá ṣe títí, ó tún wá dóko bàbá OMOWUMMI, ọkọ bàbá OMOWUMMI. So in all this, you were the one that gained more in the pie of Mo. Because before Kimo Toku, jọ ó ti di last time wo tí ó darí ó ti dà ó ti tó ọdún mélòó gbogbo abẹ́ ẹ ti di múkọ̀ ó ti cobweb ti cover ẹni pé èèyàn ń lọ sí tẹ́ bá ti kọjá Fìdítì tẹ́ lọ sí ọ̀nà Ọ̀yọ́ àwọn ọ̀nà tí ò da yẹn nígbà yẹn ni mi ò bẹ́ẹ̀ náà yàn ṣe dá tẹ́ bá ti kọjá Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ bí gbogbo òbó Kúdí ṣe rí nìyẹn torí pé mo kú ó ráyè lọ sí ó ń ṣe ọwọ́ márùn-ún fún ẹ ìyẹn ló sì fi ń di ara mú dìsìn ìyẹn ló ń ta ẹ́ lára ó lọ ọwọ́ márùn-ún 1 2 3 4 5 ó lè anìkànjọ pọ́n ó lè ní ẹ̀nà Kúdí ó fi orúkọ ẹbí ó fi méèkì owó ó tún fi orúkọ wọn ó fi gba okó sára gbogbo èèyàn ń jẹ́ wọ́n ń mẹ́nu mọ́ ìwọ́de ó wá amplify ẹ̀ ó jẹ́ kí gbogbo ayé rí bí oko bàbá fádà yín lọ́mọlọ́mọ you're the one that should be respecting that girl you this bloody nuisance. gbogbo omi ara ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara jòsí ìyẹn gan máa bí ẹ́ because o ò lè gba okó lára jòsí o ò lè gba omi ara kó gba ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara jòsí kó wá turn against ẹ̀. Òkú ọ̀run á fìyà jẹ àwọn tó wà láyé gan á fìyà jẹ. Very ridiculous not just that bẹ́ẹ̀ni Wunmi is their ìyáláyà ìyá wọn ni wọn kú ti ọkọ ẹ̀kọ́ kú ti kọrin ìyáláyà wọn ìṣọkọ ẹ̀ ló kọ́ yẹn mi mọ̀ pé ìyáláyà wọn ni Ọmọwùnmí jẹ́ sí ẹ she is the one feeding you. That's why when you want to say anything, you must put her name in all your shenanigans. Her name must come into. So the way you now relate, all of your work, iná yẹn wá bò mọ́ ẹ lórí ó wá ń sunkún ó wá relate ẹ̀ mọ́ kinní kan ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà ṣẹlẹ̀ ó relate ẹ̀ mọ́ kinní. If you're not a bloody nuisance, how do you relate the case of a registered sex offender with the demise, the unfortunate demise of another person? Ó wá ní nígbà tí Ìyábọ̀ ṣe ti lè harassing Ọmọwùnmí fún ikú ọkọ ẹ̀ ọkọ yẹn náà máa support bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà orípórí ẹ̀ ò pé you got Stockholm syndrome o mọ age tó ti ń gba ọkọ ni age tó ti ń gba ọkọ no child has business in that level of responsibility because tó bá ti ń gbé ẹ̀yìn lélẹ̀ ọ tó ti ń kájú sókè tó ti ń fi okó bọ̀ ẹ̀ lára ó ti ń ṣe nǹkan táwọn àgbàlagbà ń ṣe ó ti gba responsibility. màá
yóò sẹ́yìn sílẹ̀ o Kúdí náà ń aṣọ sókè.
òun náà ni mò ń sọ pápá ìbánikúndì kò ní that feeling even gan pé ṣùgbọ́n when you are in uni or at a certain age tó ti kúrò lé tí boyfriend ẹ tó bá lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ boyfriend ẹ tó máa ti prepare yàrá sílẹ̀ pé àwọn oníná blue or iná red could you experience any of that ẹ̀yin àgbo báwo náà ṣe máa gba àbálẹ̀ ẹ ní ẹ̀yìn àgbo ìkòkò àkúfọ́
Mami mo ẹ má bínú. Another thing Kúdí ṣáwọn parents ẹ useless débi pé at ní secondary school age ó ti ń lọ lẹ́yìn àgbo lọ máa jó lẹ́yìn àgbo. Ṣé ò lóbi ni? Because I can't even imagine it. You're saying it with all joy, with all sense of belonging.
Ọmọ yàrá ní ẹjẹ́ ń sọ story kan pẹ̀lú nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yẹn. Bóyá màá wà ní bóyá bíi mo ṣì máa kéré bóyá bíi 12, 13 or 14 or so. Ó ní nǹkan kan tó máa ń pè ní jump jump irú nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn nìyẹn o. Tó máa ní wọ́n ṣe jump lọ́jọ́ Sunday àwọn olórin.
Jump dálẹ̀ Friday ni jump.
Àwọn olórin yẹn. So mi ò dẹ̀ tí yan ọyàn láyà. Ó lọ́mọ láńlọ́ọ̀dù mi ìyẹn ó tètè lọ́yàn tiẹ̀ dáadáa bí ẹgbẹ́ ni wá òun tètè lọ́yàn so wọ́n máa ń lọ lọ́ba ti lọ sí wọ́n máa ń lọ sí jump yẹn àwọn ọmọ àdúgbò náà ní ọmọkùnrin àdúgbò ìkan náà wọ́n ló ń fẹ́ ṣẹ́ka wọ́n lọ kún wọn ní boyfriend wọ́n ní boyfriend wọ́n bá ṣáà lọ sí jump wọn dẹ̀ bí èmi ọmọ ìyá CAC iwájú ilé wa dẹ̀ ní church wa wọn bí mi dá pé mò ń lọ sí jump bó tèmi àtọmọbìnrin yìí ọ̀rẹ́ ni wọ́n mọ́ láńlọ́ọ̀dù ó ṣáà máa ń ṣe mí náà pé kémi náà tiẹ̀ tẹ̀lé wọn kémi náà tiẹ̀ ṣe gbá mo bá ṣọ́ màmí lọ́jọ́ náà lálẹ́ Sunday ni mo bá ṣàtẹ̀lé Ràìmọ́ lọ sí jọ́ǹpù àti inú jọ́ǹpù nìyá mi tí wọ́n lù mí.
ẹ̀yin náà
àti inú jọ́ǹpù ìyá mi wọ́n.
wọ́n ṣe jọ́ǹpù ẹ̀yin náà nìyẹn pẹ̀lẹ́ gbà wálé.
inú jọ́ǹpù lílù yóò tó lílù wọ́n lù mí délé láti jọ́ǹpù ni òkè street wa ni jọ́ǹpù wà ìyá mi ó lù mí láti jọ́ǹpù ó lù mí délé ni wọn bí aláya mi rè kí n tó sọ pé mò ń lọ jọ́ǹpù. ní jọ́ǹpù wà kì í ṣe pé bóyá òkè street wa number 7 lọ́dọ̀ wa òkè pátápátápátá àti bọ̀tọ̀ wà gated àti òkè street wa nìyẹn ti lù mí dé number 7 ojú títí ò tó kíní wọn bí aláya mi rè. That was my first experience of jump and that was the last. Yẹ́yẹ́ ní.
wọ́n bí mo ro ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín lẹ má bínú padà ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ yín lẹ́nu. Mami Moro. Mami Moro. Ẹ má tún gbé mi.
Fọyín jàre.
Ẹ má sọ ẹ má tí gbé mi dídẹ yẹn má sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
Kudi òní. Kudi Ashana skin juice. Ashana skin juice. Sori ìkòkò àkúfọ́ ni ẹ ti dèrò àkìtàn.
Ìkòkò tó fọ́ ó ti dèrò àkìtàn o. Mọ̀nàmọ́ná yalu kí olówó lórí ìlú.
Èèmọ̀ wọnú ìlú.
Ìjú bí aṣọ àkísà lọ́mọ rí o. Ó dọ̀rọ̀ àgbààgbà o. Ó dẹ̀rọ̀
Sori láìfọ Kudi ìkòkò àkúfọ́ ni wọ́n máa.
Ẹ jẹ́ máa kí ló kọ̀ bọ̀bọ̀ ìnájà ńgbàlá jùgbọ́ beautiful Nubia.
Beautiful Nubia.
Wọ́n tún kọ beautiful Nubia sọ́rọ̀ ayé ẹ̀ Kudi.
Kudi.
Kọ beautiful Nubia.
Ìkòkò àkúfọ́ ni is of no use. She's of no use. Ama ó ti di èrò àkìtàn ni ẹ́. You are for the street. You are a dog.
Mayor, ẹ ṣáà máa ẹ̀yin ẹ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn òbí tó tọ́ yín.
Honestly.
Kò sọ́mọdé tí ò kí ń fẹ́ òun náà máa pè ní youthful exuberance. Kò sọ́mọdé tí ò kí ń fẹ́ ṣe. Bọ̀ téèyàn bá ní òbí, àwọn òbí wa ló máa ń fà wá sẹ́yìn.
SSCs ẹ̀.
Àwọn òbí wa ló máa ń fà wá sẹ́yìn but òun ò lóbi gidi láti fà sẹ́yìn.
Ìgbà tó yẹ kí ìyá ẹ̀ tọ́ owó ló ń dó kiri.
Èèyàn tó bá níyàá nísìnyí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ ìgbà yẹn tí wọ́n ń ṣe fún wa máa rò bóyá kí ló dé ẹ̀fẹ́ kí n já ọ̀yà mọ́mọ́ mi ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ jáde pẹ̀lú àwọn kí ló dé ìsìnà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ yìí ẹ̀ òun nìyẹn nísìn ẹ wo sítórì tó ń sọ pa yìí ẹ̀ àbí èjì tó pass through yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ la pass through ẹ̀.
Exactly. Kò tí wá bí oyún o ní kíní business yẹ. What was Kudi's business at that age? Tó wá ń kanlẹ̀kùn gate here, tó ń tẹ̀lé wọn lọ club, tó ń kúrò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ sí club nìbàdàn ó ló wà ní ẹ̀pọ̀mà, you travel all the way. Yeah, don't get me wrong, as 18, 19, you're an adult, and that is when you're forming some of the friendship you have today. A máa ń lọ ń ṣe àwọn báwọn èèyàn ṣe nǹkan, your classmates, some of our classmates get married very early. So those are, this is the age of that thing. But Kudi, for things, she has no time or chance for education. She has no time or chance for home training. So Kudi lacks it in both ways. I was reading about a lady that was giving, people were writing about their why on Instagram, and she was saying her why is her father. Their father have 4 kids, and she said her parents will tell them that, see, the world can take everything from you, but your skill set can never be taken from you. O lè di owó lónìí, kó di ọ̀la kó má ní owó mọ́. But ṣó ti rí iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ? So talking about skill set is not just about your education ability. It is the skill you have built over the years, either in business, either in arts, either in science, or either in having a formal education. Ṣé èèyàn tó jẹ́ bẹ́kà ṣe fẹ́ gba skill ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀? Tí bẹ́kà bá kúrò ní London lónìí, tó bá lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà tí ṣe ọwọ́ ẹ̀ dá, ó máa tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jẹun. Ẹni tó
má lọ jìnnà, sister Temi nǹkan.
Ṣùgbọ́n
Nàìjíríà ló ti ń bẹ́ẹ̀kì.
Tí ẹni tó bá ní business acumen kó kúrò ní Ìbàdàn kó move lọ sí China, á rí nǹkan kan ṣe. Now, people that have formal education, your skill set will always speak for you. And this lady was saying her dad ensured that they all have a formal education. And this is one of the things I say to my kids, that approach I have for my kids as well, that you can do anything in the world you want to do, but having a formal education will help you to live anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, your skill set will speak for you. Mom Davabi, for people that don't know her, she used to come up those days. I knew she before that she's a lawyer from Nigeria. She came abroad and she studied other things. When she speaks, you will know. If Pythagoras speak in the aspect of being a lawyer, you will know. You will want to listen. When Benet speak, you will know. There are other lawyers here. The day Asanwa was speaking that day, you will know these are people that are well educated. Moving to NANB, she's have 2 masters. Cruise and all those things. You can't take that from me. My skill set, you can't take it from me. I can live comfortably any part of the world I choose to go. So for me, share aṣọ last grade Turkey tí Kudi ń tà ló fẹ́ lọ tà ní tó bá lọ sí America, or kó sọ pé òkè òun fẹ́ move padà lọ sí Nigeria. Ṣé nǹkan tó fẹ́ lọ tà nìyẹn? Kudi has nothing to offer the society. She is as dumb as a bell. In fact, a bell is better than Kudi. At least a ring bell only wulo. Teba gba ori Kudi, it will give you a hollow sound, like a waninu on the ground that will be giving you your giving you back your sound. When you knock, if you open the brain of Kudi, all you're going to find there is sawdust. She's just a qualified bully that enjoys bullying people that she feels are not up to her. And I keep saying it until all these celebrities start speaking up for themselves. This is one thing bullies hate, is for you to challenge them. Tebati called you bully, one ma retract, one ma kyori bonubi japadi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni orí ẹ̀ sound bí empty house. Ṣé pé tẹ́ bá ti ilé bá wà tí ò sí kankan nù ẹ̀, tẹ́ bá wọlé, tẹ́ bá ṣe hó, ó máa ṣe hó padà sẹ́yìn ni. Bí ó agbárí Kudi ṣe wà nìyẹn. The only thing Kudi knows is how to carton sókè. Either nísìn tó ti ní ilé kọ́ńtẹ̀yìn ẹ̀dílẹ̀, ọkọ mu lọ sí kíní kan hotel holiday hotel àbí kí náà pe travel lodge kí irú làgàtà kó lọ máa fi ice cream £3.50 at this age and time in your journey in life, Kudi, that is what you end up into. A young boy buying you ice cream from kíni orúkọ ice cream shop èyí tó wà ní high street £3.50 one scoop of ice cream. This cannot happen with a teenager. Ní ìlú òyìnbó láíláí kò lè ṣẹlẹ̀ kí wọ́n sì bá fi ice cream gba pátá ẹ̀. It is a shame. Ó yẹ kí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ kán mú ẹ wọlé kán dáwọ́ bò ẹ ni. In euro £3.50 in kán fi Aldi ice cream pack of 6 kán fi gba pátá lọ́wọ́ Kudi wọ́n wá rẹ́ǹtì yàrá ní £30. Ó wá sí London ní náà. Wọ́n á rẹ́ǹtì travel lodge fún ẹ olówó wá ṣe òkú àbúrò ẹ oko ló wá ń dó ìwà àti Jose same group àwọn àṣànà group of companies kọ́ máa dóyín òun náà fi ń rẹ̀yìn lẹ́kún wọ́n fokó àtòbò rẹ̀ mí lẹ́kún group of companies òun ni ìwà àti Jose. You have no shame, you have no sense, you have no. You are a waste product. Kudi, you are for the street. You are a dog on heat. Adeshima te lodani. Ashima she female genital mutilation fún ẹni. Ìwọ lórí burúkú abora jẹ̀bi. Skundis lepon. You are a useless piece of trash. Wàá máa bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀, máa pé everybody ní ọmọ yìí. Pẹ̀lẹ́ o, Metusela. Kudi is older than her grandfather. Tí bàbá ẹ̀ bá bá sọ̀rọ̀, á pé bàbá ẹ̀ ní ọmọ yìí ṣé mi ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ronú aláìlọ́pọlọ. Wà gbogbo èèyàn ní Kudi jùlọ. Mọ́mí Àṣàbí ẹ má bínú. Àwọn eléyìí okó àtòbò rẹ̀ mí lẹ́kùn group of company ni wọ́n. She is nothing but a piece of trash. She is worse than the dredges of the earth. Ìkà òun ni ẹ́ ìkà. Kọ́mọlọ́mọ máa ṣiṣẹ́ kó má jẹun. Ẹ ṣáà ń dúró pé maybe one day that girl will come and say ẹ̀yin ọmọ Nàìjíríà ẹ fún mi lówó òun fẹ́ fi jẹun. Ó dòdì clear. Tí irun Ọmọwùnmí ẹyọ kan ó máa ra gbogbo àpò ṣe tó ń tà yẹn.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ má bínú mi yọ. Then Amsun ẹ má bínú ẹ má gbé mi àánú o. Ẹjọ́ àti comic relief ni. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti ṣí owó gbà. Ẹ yẹ kí n kà fún yín. Wọ́n ní ó yẹ nà wàhálà jam network problem. So, 4 police officers have been arrested in Abuja for allegedly extorting the ICPC chairman, Dr. Musa Aliyu San, of 53,000 naira at an illegal checkpoint. At an illegal checkpoint. Here is the gist behind it. According to the FCT Police Command, the officers allegedly abandoned their official duty posts and mounted an unauthorized checkpoint around the Panex area in Abuja, where they were reportedly stopping motorists and demanding money. Unfortunately for them, one of the motorists they stopped was the chairman of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC. The officers took him to a POS operator. The officers took him to a POS operator where he withdrew 53,000 naira, paid the transaction charges, and handed the money over to them. They shared the money. They shared the money among themselves, not knowing who their victim was. The FCT Commissioner of Police, Ahmed Sanusi, described the officers as a gang of criminals who had brought embarrassment to the Nigerian police force. It disclosed that the officers were declared wanted, tracked down, arrested, and are currently facing disciplinary proceedings and further investigation. In their defense, they didn't know what they didn't know that they were stealing from their organ at the top.
Ẹ̀rín gan ló pa mí lẹ́rìn.
Ọlọ́run wọn. Ìbáwọn ni ọ́fíìsà ti yọ̀ mí lò.
Àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin ni wọ́n. Àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin.
Ọjọ́ kí ni 53,000 bí wọ́n mẹ́rin pín fún wọn.
Obìnrin méjì àtọkùnrin méjì bí ọ́fíìsì ọjọ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wà ń bẹ̀. 53,000. Lọ́gbà lọ́wọ́ odidi SAN, odidi ICPC chairman. Èèyàn tó fight corruption. Wọ́n sọ
kọ́kọ́ ṣe blọ̀blọ̀blọ̀.
Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Ojú wọn kọ́kọ́ ṣe.
Gbogbo àwọn ọlọ́pàá. Àwọn kan rẹ̀ pé ẹ̀wọ̀n tẹ́yàn bá ń jáde ńlé. Orin ṣé Òjó Adé ló kọrin yìí tó ní bàbá mi jáde lónìí o láti ṣe iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ wa dáàbòbò wá fún wa lálàáfíà ìbùkún ńláńlá ni kò fi fún wa. Àwọn eléyìí tó ń lọ ṣe ó ti dìṣẹ́ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ní ká má lókun alákòópa.
Olè ni wọ́n.
Olè ni wọ́n.
Báwo ló ṣe ní mọ ṣáàmánù?
Náà lè má mọ̀ o.
Ẹ wà ní government work.
Wọ́n ní mọ̀ nínú ọ̀rùn burúkú yẹn wọ́n lè mọ̀. Olè bàráwò bá ń sá.
Ṣé ni mo máa ń rí story báyìí ní ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn Amẹ́ríkà, mo máa ń wò lẹ́nu, mo máa ń dá ọ̀tẹ̀ pé àbáwò ló ṣe ní ó pọ́sibù àgbà tí mo tún ní báyìí tí wọ́n sì bá àwọn báyìí. Wọ́n ti pàdé àwọn mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin obìnrin méjì ọkùnrin kan. Bóyá ọ́fíìsì Àjọkẹ́ ẹ̀ máa wà ń bẹ̀.
Ó máa wà ń bẹ̀.
Wọ́n ti ṣe owó gbà ní àwọn náà kọ.
Wọ́n ti ń gbà tipẹ́ àti ń ṣe tí.
Ọjọ́ gbogbo tó lè ní.
Ọjọ́ kan tó lóhùn.
Ẹ lọ yayé lálá o. Kí lọ yayé lálá lọ́jọ́ fẹ́ẹ̀mì wọ́n ń kọ́ ọ̀tọ̀ lọ. Ẹ jọ ó ti ẹ̀fẹ́ bèrè ẹ má bínú. Ṣé ó tún ti ṣe ṣóòbí lẹ́yìn tó ṣe fún Kúnlé ni?
Èmi ò mọ bọ̀t èyí tó ṣe náà ṣàwọn kórìí lè tiẹ̀ mọ́ Ọmọwùmí.
Òkè ìyẹn ló sì ń jẹ lọ báyìí.
Ìyẹn ló sì ń jẹ lọ ẹ mọ̀ pé.
Happy Kudi risky day. Kudi pẹ̀lẹ́ o.
Ó máa jẹ́ pẹ́, ó máa jẹ ìyà yẹn. Kudi vulture ló máa jòkú ẹ ìkókó àgbà.
Ẹ̀nẹ́ sì máa sún àṣẹ tiẹ̀ náà. Kò lè jẹ́ tán. Bẹ́tà náà kọ́ ọ́ lè jẹ́ tán. Ẹ̀nẹ́ jẹ́ tán. Yóò gbọ́ bá ṣe ń jáde lẹ́yìn ọ̀kọ́ láwọn.
Even though wọ́n ti ṣe ṣòbọ́ ṣe kọ̀ wá ṣe kọ́ ṣù.
Fún jẹ́ńjọ́ yẹn.
Bàá mi sì máa wá ṣe. Ẹ̀ka tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe pé léwu mi pẹ̀lú òun àti ọ̀rìnwó mi pẹ̀lú tiwa ni. Ṣé wọ́n ti ń ṣe?
Wọ́n ti ń ké.
Wọ́n ń season ara wọn.
Wọ́n ní ṣé wọ́n ti ń ké?
Wọ́n ti ké àti ìgbìmọ̀ wọn.
Wọ́n marinate ara wọn lọ́wọ́.
Wèrè orí Facebook yẹn ti kọ kínní látàánú náà tó ní skin ẹ̀ ò ṣe kínní kan ní wèrè ni wọ́n jọ ń tiẹ̀ náà.
Èwo nù
Yẹn ni kò máa bá ká.
Èwo náà wọ́n wò yẹn.
Wèrè VP yẹn ni. Ṣé lédi ẹ̀jọ̀ múmà yẹn ẹ wò ẹ má ṣàjẹká sọ̀rọ̀.
Ó fẹ́ túbọ̀ ó lárùn ọpọlọ.
Ó ní àbúrò Kẹ́mi Olúnlọ́yọ̀ ní VP yẹn. Àbúrò Kẹ́mi ni. Kọ́sí òrùn tó wà yẹn nọ́mà.
Kudi gba orin yẹn once again.
Ó ti dé ọ̀nà mọ́nà yàgò kí olówó lórí ìlú. Ìtìjú bí aṣọ àkísà lọ́mọ rí o. Ó dọ̀rọ̀ àgbààgbà o. Ó dẹrù fọlọ́gbọ́n. Ó
dọ̀wọ́ àwa àgbà o. Ó dẹrù fọlọ́gbọ́n. Ṣe rí ń sìn tí ẹ̀yin wèrè tẹ́ bá ti lọ ṣe wàhálà níta ẹ máa wá kó wàhálà yín bá wa àgbà orí ń sì pé a ti ṣe panel lórí àti wà ní orí kóòtù àṣepa lórí ọ̀rọ̀ a máa fi yín sílẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ we mind our business we don't come for you Kudi ọmọ ìyá afọ́jú ibi tí ìyá ẹ ti ń kojú bọlé kiri tó ti ń ṣe ṣóṣòṣó kiri ibẹ̀ náà ti ta lọ́fà wọ́n ta ìyá Kudi lọ́fà lójú ni ojú méjèèjì ganan gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bọ́ ó fi kan náà àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ fi gbójú kan padà ọmọ ìyá afọ́jú wo kí ni a ṣe.
ó tún kan nìyá ẹ ní ni.
ẹ tí rí picture ìyá Kudi rí ni.
mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa pè láfọ́jú mi mọ̀ pé ó ní ìmọ̀.
ó tún kan nìyá ẹ ní ó ti fún wọn ti jẹ́ nínú meeting inú kọ́ọ̀fù náà ti jojú ìyá Kudi ọmọ ìyá àjẹ́ ó jẹ́ kí n rántí orin tí papa tọ̀ síbẹ̀ kan fún àgbésùn Kudi ńgbà yẹn tó ní ọmọ bàbá ẹlẹ́pọ̀n kan o so Kudi ọmọ ìyá olójú kan o ọmọ ìyá afọ́jú o ọmọ ìyá afọ́jú olójú kan olóṣì wọ́n ní kó wá sọ fún wa bring your own story come and tell us why you and Mr. Yesufu, stop talking. Why will your father be a lawyer and you are not well brought up? How come I grew up in a home of multiple lingua. And I can still speak far better than you. Kudi, you can't speak Yoruba successfully. Pidgin, Babu, English, no, don't even go there. With all is a statement of fact. Akoni and Arike speaks way better than you, Kudi. Akoni, those 3-year-old twins, we sit you down and school you on comprehension and composition. Kudi, you cannot even read your own comment. You have to call Boboto Tiki Ori Ebonu Furue, Elete Jongpa, Oni Jimba Court, Bosrat, Kowa Kaiwe Fuen, Yeno Seke, Yeye mi ori, I can't say it properly. Jokudi, where is Mr. King? In all of this, where is Mr. King? Oti Boshe Baye, Alowonle, Oti Baye, Mr. King J. Mr. King, stop it. Kíyàwó lè kó máa flex ní orí social media. Yẹn náà sọ, oh, yeye, oh, yeye, don't let them stress you. Gbogbo orí Kudi àwa pọ́n. Yeye, who name you Kudi? Oh, whenever I call Kudi, I'm always happy. Wait, Mr. King àti lọ sínú bathroom àti lọ máa wank. Ìyẹn náà máa ní, oh, Mr. King, ẹjọ́ náà. Ìyẹn náà ní, oh, yeye, oh, yeah, drink water. Oh, yeye. Ní ojú wa báyìí. Kudi on ṣe camera down. Àwọn èèyàn ń ṣe camera down in secret. Kudi ní orí show. Òun àti Mr. King. A máa ṣe camera down. How messed up is Alowonle's life that he's watching his wife. Máa ṣe yẹn náà ní yeye. Tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ yeye. Máa yẹn ti ń kọ́mù ni. Olùṣì máa yẹn kọ́mù títí. Iyẹ̀pẹ̀ ló ń jáde lára máa yẹn. Kò sí omi ara kò sẹ́jà ara mọ́. Kudi di kí lorúkọ kárátà tó ní orí ejò. This character tẹ́ bá ti wò ẹ máa di kinní that has multiple ejò lórí ejò yín tẹ́ ṣe kinní. Òun ni Kudi. Everything Kudi touches turns to dust. Títí Medusa, God bless you. Títí spam Mr. King ó turn to dust. Ìyá bọ́ síbẹ̀. Oh, yeye. What is special about the name Kudi? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń jẹ́ Kudi ń bí ẹ má bínú. Oh, yeye. Don't let them stress you, yeye. okay, Yeye, let me buy you pure water. Or I send 100,000 into your account. Oh, Mr. King. Mr. King, no, whenever I hear your voice, I'm happy. Olobuku. Ìgbàlódé afárúgbó ọjọ́ ṣaṣẹ́wó ọmọ elépo ní ẹ ò máa tún go ẹ̀fọ́ olùṣì òun advertise aṣọ bí gbogbo ara ẹ ṣe rí jẹ̀bẹ̀tẹ̀jẹ̀bẹ̀tẹ̀ mọ àbàtẹ̀ ẹ káàbọ̀ èèyàn kan láyé ìgbà yẹn ló béèrè pé àwọn wo ló fún àwọn pípù yìí ní yèyè Yeye Kudi, who name you Kudi? Ayé ẹ ti sán, ayé ẹ bàjẹ́. Grandma ajá, ọmọ ẹ náà gbé picture ẹ síta ń jẹ́ ẹ tó kó bí ajá méje. Ó train, ó bímọ, ó gbé ọmọ wá sílùú òyìnbó, kò lọ school, kò kọ́ṣẹ́, kò ṣe apprentice, ajá ló ń kó kiri. Grandma ajá, ìwọ àti ọmọ owó 50th birthday wo bí ọmọ ẹ ṣe bó ṣe rí, ọmọ ẹ gbé ajá dání. Inú birthday ẹ wá ń jó bí lẹ́ngbẹ̀lẹ́ngbẹ̀ ayé ẹ ti bàjẹ́. In all of this where is Mr. King? Where is Mr. King? Justice for Mr. King. Because after tó bá yẹ Mr. King jẹ́ tán ní àgbúrò Mr. King mọ́ ó ti sọ máa yẹn di pillar of sawdust. Dáhùn ẹ̀jẹ̀ bá wa tap. That Mr. Kim came whole to your platform. He went back home empty. He went back to his family. Bóyá wọ́n ń gbé Mr. Kim dìgbàdìgbà from one hospital, from one ilé babaláwo to another ni. Kudi. Ṣé ti náà ẹ̀ka reason má tẹ̀ o? Náà ẹ̀ka ń tẹ̀ o. Ó mọ̀ pé àti ìsọ̀rọ̀ kan fún ẹ̀ wọ́n nìní. Ṣé mo pé níbí yìí àti gentle ẹ̀ka ẹ̀ńtà aṣẹ́wó skindles lẹ́pọ̀n after 30 years kí wà tí obìnrin mi kẹ́sì máa jà sí okó tẹ́tí báyé ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn náà fi òbò bá ògo Délé Táíwò jẹ́. In that part mi ò lè gbàgbé yín, à lè forgive yín. Nígbà yẹn every Friday báyìí máa ti máa gbọ́ Délé Táíwò was in the same. It was in par with what's it called? Ayuba nígbà yẹn. Ayuba ló tún ṣe nkùnrin pẹ̀lú àwọn younger generation. How Ayuba looks, he looks handsome, he stand well. Jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá wa wá Délé Táíwò síta. Ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ayé.
Èèyàn kó àwọn gbàǹjẹ méjì ó kó wọn ti ra ẹnìkáyè ò dáa.
Wọ́n bà ayé ẹ̀jẹ̀, wọ́n bà ìpín máa yẹn jẹ́. Ìpín mi o, ìpín mi máa bàjẹ́ láyé kémi tó lọ.
Ẹ̀yọ́ Ọlọ́run jẹ́ iṣẹ́ yín o.
Ìpín mi máa bàjẹ́ láyé kémi tó lọ.
Báni màá rò. Àwọn sọ pé Délé Táíwò náà ń feel inferior ni. Báwo ni Délé Táíwò náà ṣe máa kó Bukky àti Kudi papọ̀?
Bóyá ó ní PDF ni, bóyá ara wọn ni kò mọ̀ pé àwọn kò mọ̀ káwọn ọ̀gbá ń jẹ, kò mọ̀ pé àwọn arógbá aṣọ má balẹ̀ òun ni àwọn méjèèjì. Ó fojú ọmọ kékeré wò wọ́n, kò mọ̀ pé chief and deputy ni wọ́n nínú ẹgbẹ́ meeting nínú coven. Ó kọlu agbami ayérayé, kò dẹ̀ díra.
Délé Táíwò yẹ kó ti fi Kudi àti Bukky yẹ kó ti fi wọ́n lògbà ayé.
Ó ti fi wọ́n jogun. Kí ló mi fẹ́ fi wọ́n lògbà? Kó fi wọ́n jogun. I support the motion.
Kò bá ti lò wọ́n. Bukky wá ṣe bí tàwọn ìdínú ẹ̀. Kudi náà ṣe bí kí.
Imagine. Wọ́n fine, they're not fine. Ìjọ ọjọ́. They are not. As in,
kí ni Délé Táíwò rí lára wọn?
Fresh, ó fẹ́ gba fresh òbò ni.
And I'm so sure. Kudi láti gbà yẹn, aṣọ àkọ́ṣe àpò ìlànà òun wà yẹn.
Ó bó ṣégè, ó bó tòrótòrò. Bukky pẹ̀lú eyín ẹ̀yẹn bí eyín Dracula. Kudi pẹ̀lú kínní. Kudi eléyín yíyọ. Ẹyin Kúdí náà ti yọ tipẹ́ bàbá ẹ̀ ló nà ibi tó ti ń ṣe panṣágà káàkiri ó ní bàbá ẹ̀ ti nà nínú ọ̀bàrà.
Ó ga o Délé tó bá sọ fẹ́yìn ọkùnrin mọ bí tẹ́ máa tẹ kànbọ̀ ẹ̀ ní dáhùn ẹ mọ bí tẹ́ máa tẹ kànbọ̀ orin wálé mọ òun ṣe bí Délé tẹ òdo kọrin yẹn tí mo fi gbéra gẹ́gẹ́ àbí mami mòró. Lálàálẹ̀ Friday o.
Ó ní.
Tí tẹ́mi ò bá sunlé o. At least àwọn èèyàn ọmọ Délé Táíwò dáadáa ń gbà yẹn náà. Àwọn èèyàn ọmọ Délé Táíwò dáadáa. Délé Táíwò was one of the household names ń gbà yẹn. But hell no. Hell no. Because ẹ fẹ́ dòdòkúdò. Oh, Wálé Thompson. But Délé Táíwò náà was a popular person especially Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nígbà yẹn ní Southwest. He was a popular person. Even though kò tó àwọn K1 the ultimate but at least bí wọ́n bọ̀ lẹ́yìn àwọn K1 ni. Nísìnyí gan kò sí lẹ́yìn Portable. Kò sí lẹ́yìn Portable. Àwọn olòṣì alábẹ́jíjú ni wọ́n ti fògbò ba ògo ológo jẹ́. Àmọ́ bóyá ògo 2G nìyẹn gan gbé wá sáyé tẹ́lẹ̀ ló wá lọ bá àwọn kìnìún sùn. Àwọn kìnìún wọ́n swipe sí mu. Ẹ ló bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ẹ ló bẹ́ẹ̀ torí àwọn olóṣì ló lọ fọ́pùlì ẹ̀. Ọ̀nà ni mo sọ. At least ìgbà tí Wàsíù ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kọrin Délé Táíwò náà ti wà ń ta ń gbà yẹn náà. Délé Táíwò náà ti wà ń ta for a while náà. Délé Táíwò náà kì í ṣọmọdé olórin. Ó kàn jẹ́ káwọn àwọn aláyé yẹn kẹ́yì àwọn tó ọ̀rẹ́ ni tọ́ wọn àti secondary school lọ́ọ́ ti lọ́ ń jó ọ́ ti lọ́ ń jọ àwọn ọmọ alátíká. Àwọn ọmọ alátíká. Imagine, Délé Táíwò was in the 90s. How old ni Bukky? Bukky ò tí ì lé 17. Nígbà tó ti lọ ń jó pẹ̀lú Délé Táíwò. Tí Bukky bá pé 15 in last year. So Bukky is 1975.
Délé Táíwò.
So
Délé ò rí òkùnkùn biribiri tó wà nínú ayé ẹ pẹ̀lú Bukky àti Kudi. Òkùnkùn biribiri yẹn ó wá gba ìmọ́lẹ̀ mọ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́. Ọ̀rẹ́ wa go from Délé ti dé ó ti wá di ìpín mi o. Kí ìpín mi máa bàjẹ́ láyé kémi.
ó wá di Délé ti lọ.
Ó ti Délé ti lọ. tẹ̀ wá ná ó wá moving chain ó ṣe jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ bíi délé ò kúrò lọ́rọ̀ Bukky báyìí.
olóbùkún ni wọn àti délé mi tó lọ bá Bukky bọ́ kí náà ọkùnrin máa rí lára Bukky náà jàre.
Owó ló máa fi ń owó.
Ẹ ṣé Bukky lówó ni Bukky lówó.
Màá torí gbádùn ayé fìyà jẹ mí lọ́rùn. Délé. Màá torí gbádùn.
Mèyàn ṣe sí èsì lẹ lọ ni. ṣé sí èsì lẹ lọ ni.
Màá torí gbádùn ayé yìí gba paradíṣe lọ́wọ́ mi o. Olúwa. Kí má pasán láyé kí má pòfo lọ́run o bàbá. Kudi ó pasán láyé ó dẹ̀ máa pòfo lọ́run ni ó máa jó lọ́run. Vultures ló máa jẹ òkú ẹ̀. A máa tẹ́ òkú ẹ̀ sí àárín títì. Òkú ẹ̀ máa wọ́ọ̀sì ju òkú ìyàwó Ahab lọ. Kí lórúkọ ìyàwó Ahab yẹn náà? Jezebel. Òkú ẹ̀ ó máa ráre ní títì. Ìwọ wèrè yìí olòṣìwọ ọmọkọ́mọ ìjẹ́ ń lo ọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ń sọ ọmọkọ́mọ Kudi ọmọkọ́mọ ọmọ òṣì ni ẹ́ Kudi ọmọ òṣì ọmọ ìyá afọ́jú òun ni ẹ́. Wá sọ fún wa next time tó bá ṣíṣú ẹ kó wá sọ fún wa why are you estranged from your father call Yesufu olòṣì ó ṣe títí ó lọ fi òbò bá rìdíìmù jẹ. You are a useless daughter of a bumfool. According to wọ́n ní Kudi máa wọ bra á wá wọ léèsì tó níhò kò ní wọn nǹkan sábẹ́ o á wá lóun san children teacher. Báwo ni màá ṣe gbé ọmọ mi lọ sí children section màá wá rí Kudi màá fọmọ mi sílẹ̀ níbẹ̀? As how now? Ẹ ṣe tẹ́ bá mi kọ òyìnbó yẹn. Kudi, you are a useless daughter of a blind bat. Your mother is a blind bat, a blind batilimo. Ó yẹ kí wọ́n fi ayé Kudi kan fi ṣe litmus test ni. Báwo ni wọ́n ṣe máa gbé microphone fún ẹ wípé kó wá síwájú pẹpẹ kó lóun ṣe wàásù aṣẹ́wó orí pẹpẹ òun ni ẹ́? Ayé ẹ ti bàjẹ́. You this blind daughter of a blind woman. Ìyá ẹ ibi tó ti ń yọ ojúlé ayé lálá káàkiri òun náà ti sọ lọ́ta náà ti sọ nìkan tó máa sìn. Kudi ṣọ́ ara ẹ o mi ò kí ń búyàn o mi ò kí ń búyàn o. Ìwọ ló máa ń ṣàké ebú o ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ ebú bú èpè ló máa ń ṣẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn èmi ò fọ́ fáwọn celebrity èmi ò kí ń follow wọn. Kí ni advertisement fún? Why are you advertising for us pé o kì í follow wọn? Okay, you follow them. What has it got to do with the general masses? Why have you people decided to disturb us, we innocent public? You went to look for trouble. This man was sitting down. Ó tún sọ onígbà tọmọ ẹ ṣe birthday. Ó post ẹ. Kí n tiẹ̀? That is the thing. We go sit down for our own oh, they mind our business. This useless ọmọkọmọkọ Kudi Dọlápọ̀ alówó ńlé ó jí ọkùnrin yẹn gbà ní o. In the beginning, the foundation of Kudi's life, she has never had a man to herself. Ṣé mọ̀ pé kí obìnrin bẹ̀rẹ̀ láìfẹ́ pé dating, from having boyfriend and girlfriend, that you know that you are exclusive. Kudi has never had that experience that I'm with, this is my man. Kudi has always go after people's men. What she does not belong to Kudi is what Kudi is always after. So Kudi ó ti lọ gbé igi eléèrà, ó ti ètò kọjá agbára ẹ̀, ó wá gbé wọlé tán, ó wá sọ di sọ̀bọ̀dì yẹsà, ó wá sọ máa yẹn, ó wá wọ agbádá sí lọ́rùn. Mi ò ti ṣe mo ti bu ni mo kàn ń ṣe ní à ń pera wa sí àkíyèsí ni, so that tí n bá máa wá fún ó máa mọ̀. This is just a clarion call. Mo ń pè ṣàkíyèsí ni.
Mami mi yàn tó lẹ́mà fẹ́mi là ń pè lọ́wọ́.
Tó lẹ́mẹ̀ ṣe Bíbélì ní pé ẹ jẹ́ ká pera wa ní ìpè tó ní ìrònú.
Wàá lọ béèrè tó bẹ́ẹ̀.
Because tí n bá tá a bá ṣí ọmọ ogun sílẹ̀ fún ẹ, kújọ kú mọ bó ṣe máa ń ké, ìwọ ló máa bọ́ ta ó dẹ ní rònú báyìí. Wọ́n bú mi.
Àwọn tí ìlú mi yẹn kò sí nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ sí mi tán.
Wọ́n ní ìlú òun fọ́ lójú ṣàparọ́ mọ́ ẹni. Ẹjọ́
olóṣì ni ẹ. Olóṣì ni ẹ Kudi. Kà kó gbọ́ kó fi ṣoṣù kó tó fara kó wọ́ọ̀kì. Olókèwé. Wàá tún wá sọ nǹkan tá a sọ. Sọ̀rọ̀ pa máa ṣẹ́pà sọ ni.
But the thing is, in all honesty, Kudi, in everything I have said, ṣé mo parọ́ mọ́ ẹ? Mi ò rárá bú fún ẹ.
Ọ̀rọ̀ mélòó la fẹ́ sọ tá a fẹ́ parọ́?
Ọ̀rọ̀ mélòó mo fẹ́ sọ tí mo fẹ́ fi parọ́? Ṣé ò bá Johnny Délé Táíwò jẹ́? Ṣé Délé Táíwò tó ẹ ní ẹ̀yìn agbo? No, wá sọ.
Mèyọ́, Kudi o, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bí ẹ lélẹ̀. Ṣé òtẹ́ ọ̀ ní kó Délé Táíwò gbé lọ tó fi fún ẹ lóyún ni? Níbo ló ti pẹ̀sì tó fi fún ẹ lóyún? Ìyá wa sọ.
Ọjọ́ tán lọ ṣe fídíò vixen yẹn nìyẹn ní pé ọmọ ẹ̀ wá ó yà di kíní yẹn mú di speaker di irin mú ó yà káṣọ sókè tàn sókè bí yẹn ti wọlé nìyẹn.
Àwọn ẹlẹgbẹ́ kan náà kọ́ ló ṣe tó bá ṣáà ti tọ́jú okú ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣáà wá tẹ̀lé.
Ó yọ nínú tí búkì ló kì bọnu Kudi.
Délé Táíwò ló ń
lò. Backstage, why waste money on hotel or outing when you have no, so there are some things that you like. Báwo mo ṣe máa lọ gba hotel 300 naira tí màá lọ ṣe short time onídọ̀tí olóòrùn lè gbà.
Mo lè sáré dó lẹ́yìn àgbo.
Mo kàn lè sáré dó lẹ́yìn àgbo. Ó ní ìgbà yẹn kò tí ì pure water àwọn tó ń tomi inú ògò. Òun ni Délé Táíwò rà tó fi ṣan okú ẹ̀ náà.
Tó fi ṣe ẹkùn ẹ̀.
Wípé òun ò gbọ́dọ̀ gbé òun yẹn délé. Because tó bá gbé òórùn tó jáde lára Kudi Délé, ọjọ́ ìníyàwó ẹ̀ máa lé síta. Ó wá di after 3 months. Ìyẹn ti dú ẹ lẹ́yìn àgbo on a steady fún 3 months. Ó wá dé after 3 months. Ó wá ń sọ́kè bọ̀dá Délé. Mo dẹ̀ ní nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín. Mo ti lóyún. Ìyẹn ní kíni? Mo ti lóyún.
Nàfàkà yọ̀dà ni kò kó wèrè kúrò wájú.
Ìyẹn sọ pé òun wà níyàwó ńlé. Ẹ sọ fún mi pé níyàwó àbórí ẹ pé màá ní mi ò níyàwó ńlé ni mò ń du ẹlẹ́yìn àgbo. Ọmọ eléré ni ẹ̀ náà, ọmọ orí street ni ẹ̀ náà. Wọ́n ní ìyàwó tá a bá fi jó fẹ́ ìran ló máa wò lọ.
Ìjọ náà ló máa wò lọ.
Talking about. Àwọn ẹbí ẹ pé ó lọ bá bàbá ẹ ní ẹ my father is a lawyer. Ìyẹn ní ìrandíran ẹ̀ ò bá jẹ́ lawyer.
Kí ló kàn wá wáyé?
Come and give me evidence of ibi tí mo ti dú ẹ.
Ìwọ ló fẹ́ bí last born fún ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀.
Ilé bàbá Kudi náà ti sọ ọmọ Kudi lórúkọ o.
Ẹ lọ wo ọmọ Kudi ò ní jẹ́ kò ní jẹ́ Táíwò.
Kò jẹ́ Táíwò yẹn ò pọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà.
Ọmọ Yéṣu kù ni.
The thing, that man did not accept that child. Máyà ò gba ọmọ yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. So tẹ́ bá dárúkọ Délé bí Kudi ṣe useless tó, she doesn't care about the pain Délé caused her in the fact pé kò gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni tó ń dùn ní ara Délé ní pé ó gba Bukky gba okó mọ́ lọ́wọ́. Ṣé o pé Kudi is as ugly as a morning sheet. Ẹ̀mọ́ tẹ́ bá ti lo laxative tẹ́tí wà build up kẹwàá lo laxative kẹwàá jí láàárọ̀ kẹwàá lọ yàgbẹ́ bí ẹ máa wo bẹ́ẹ̀ bí Bukky ṣe ugly nìyẹn. So Kudi was paying that even if you're going to leave me for anyone, is it
Not this thing.
ugly?
Not this thing.
Not this thing. So Kudi is not paying that. She's not paying pé wọ́n gbọ́mọ lọ́wọ́ because ó ti mọ̀ pé ìpín tòun nìyẹn ní ayé pé òun ò lè ṣe rere. Àjẹ́ ni Kudi ti máa ń jẹun. Olóòní ó lọ sí 4 universities kò dẹ̀ sí kankan náà tó fi ń ṣiṣẹ́. Olóṣì oníranú aláyé bàjẹ́ ọmọ pálapàla ọmọ rádaràda èkejì bíngò kò ní yẹ gbogbo ìran ẹ kò ní yẹ tọmọtọmọ àwọn ọmọ wèrè tó bí tí wọn ò lè pè ẹ́ wọlé. And you know the saddest thing is could be bereaved of a child before. As much as we don't want to go there, could you have gone through the pain of loss before? You yourself said it, that this is one of the reasons why you stopped going to church, that you felt that they could have helped to revive your child. Kudi, now I'm suspecting you. Ṣé ọmọ yẹn ní some disability ló mọ̀mọ́ fún ọmọ yẹn lọ́rùn pa ni? Ṣé ká sọ fún ìjọba Irish pé kán lọ exhume ọmọ yẹn kán ṣe autopsy and toxicology? Because Kudi, I'm sure bó ṣe wà sure pé àwọn ẹbí alọ́ba ń lọ́wọ́ nínú nǹkan tó pa ọmọ wọn, mo wà sure wípé ó lọ́wọ́ nínú nǹkan tó pa ọmọ ẹ̀ yẹn, but ìjọba Irish wọn fẹ́ waste owó yẹ kán ti ṣe autopsy and toxicology lára kí wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó pa ọmọ yẹn. Ó fẹ́ tọ́jú ọmọ abara méjì, òun ló ṣe mú ọmọ yẹn tó yín lọ́rùn pa. Alówó ń lé lọ síbi iṣẹ́ kó tó dé, ó sọ fún pọ́mọ ẹ ti kú, ó wá ní ìwọ sunkún sọ́lọ̀ lọ́rùn, ìwọ ṣe gba òṣàwò àbó lórí burúkú ni ẹni Kudi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ṣépè fáwọn ọmọ ó ń ṣépè fáwọn ọmọ Kúnlé Afọláyan. Kí ló dé? Ó ní ó pè ń wèrè, ṣé bí wọ́n ló lọ́? Ẹ wá ti wá sọ social media, ẹ ti sọ di kinní. Gbogbo yín fẹ́ di Williams, kí lorúkọ this Williams, this ìbàjẹ́ àwọn èèyàn yẹn. Gbogbo yín fẹ́ di kinní by fire by force. Òun nìyẹn ń sìn. Karma is catching up on her. Kújí ayé ẹ ti bàjẹ́ o, ìkòkò àkúfọ́, ó ti di ohun.
Ṣé Wendy?
Yeah. Ó fẹ́ di Temu Wendy. Olóṣì. Òyìnbó, that's the sad, as in ẹ lọ wo show yẹn tó ti pé trauma, ó ní òun ní trauma. Kudi, are you mad? Are you mad, bro? Come again. Show ti rí video tí ọmọ yẹn bá wọn di crème de la crème that what you are struggling for, this young lady is coming to her on a platter of gold. Have you seen
that? Common follow, don't struggle pẹ̀lú owó jẹ́ follow ayé ẹ̀ ti dá.
Imagine, just a common follow. Ní Kudi ń sunkún. Wọ́n follow me, èmi ò care. Wọ́n ṣe ń gbà tó ti ń follow me, ṣé mi ò jẹun? Ó jẹun because follow wọn ló fi ń jẹun tẹ́lẹ̀. Follow yẹn òun ló fi ń jẹun. Mo ti fún ẹ ní an hour plan. Wá wo Mọ̀mítà de Roya ẹ tún dárúkọ Pẹ́lá. A ní Àríkẹ́ àti Àkànbí. They speak way better than Kudi, those 3 years old twins. Kudi cannot stand those kids speaks. Wọ́n ti fi ọpọlọ Kudi jóògùn. Olóṣì aṣẹ́wó kọ́bọ̀kọ́bọ̀, aṣẹ́wó skindles, olóṣì wèrè oní 5 rounds. Omu bàbá oní bàbá ó gbomi ara ọgbẹ̀jà rẹ̀. Ìyẹn ó ti dó yẹn tán kí yẹn tó rí pé wọ́n lélẹ́yìí. Wo ara nǹkan tí gbogbo rẹ́kọ̀dì Josie òfìtà nìyẹn. Josie wọn ò sọ fún ẹ. Ó mọ story Kudi òun ló ṣe lọ́kọ́ lo agbámi ayérayé. Tápẹ́ ó tètè mọ̀ ni kò yẹ kó fi ìfàyàlùyà kò gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin wa àti Kudi. Olóṣì olóòórùn ní dọ̀tí. Á dẹ̀ máa bá àwọn èèyàn máa sọ ọmọ yẹn, àwọn ọmọ yẹn. ìgbà tí Ìyábọ̀ wá unfollow mi torí pé mi ò support ẹ̀ láti bú bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà. Has Ìyábọ̀ said anything about bàbá Ìjẹ̀ṣà kìíní? It is ara yín ló wà. Òun nìyẹn ó wà ní ara yín. Ẹ wá ní you live in a society that is rotten and decay, celebrating a registered, a convicted adult that has been convicted for a heinous crime against a child. Ṣebí kan ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní weekend yìí tí woman yẹn délé tó bá ọmọ ẹ̀ 13 years old. Ó bá ọkùnrin 20 years old man lábẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀dì ọmọ ẹ̀ 13 years old. Ó dẹ̀ rọra mú ìbọn, ó dẹ̀ gbé fún yẹn lẹ́yìn ọrùn. Ìyẹn ti kú. Tẹ́ bá rí gbogbo kọ́mẹ̀ǹtì tó wà ń bẹ̀, wọ́n ní kán free woman yẹn. She done what a mother should do. Àwọn kan ní ẹ ṣèbọn ọmọ yẹn ló invite ẹ wọlé. What business do a 20 years old man talking to a 13 years old child? How? Kí ni ìpàdé asẹ́wìn àti ìwèrè? Kí ni ìpàdé ọlọ́jà àtàsẹ́wìn? How do you, a whole 20 years old adult male, be having friendship? Oh, kì í ṣe teacher, oh, kì í ṣe coach ẹ̀. Ó wá lọ sápamọ́ sí abẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀dì ìgbà tí ìyá ẹ̀ wọlé. Ìyẹn yà gbébọn ó pàdánù. That is what you all are celebrating. You are now bringing his picture onto our space, putting him and his useless wife on our face. It's why at that age, only Baba Jesha was up. This is the problem. Emma Diagbaketo Feshi Oge, Unkoto Yakotishe in 18, 19, only Shefeshi in your 50s. You are a useless entity. You and that your useless wife. You still Shefema way to rag. Shefema Lueti, on Luimu. Pray.
Let me go by you to make candy by.
This madness is beyond my understanding. Like, well, Angel Gabriel, whoa, come and blow the trumpet. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the grace to live every day, one day at a time.
At a time.
Only Jesus, do you remember when you walk among men? Lord Jesus, you know, if you're looking below, that it's worse now than then.
It was so.
There's pushing and shuffling, and it's clouding my mind. It is worse than that period. Ṣé bí díẹ̀ náà ṣe nígbà Sodom and Gomorrah tọ́lọ̀ fi payẹ́rẹ́ tí Ọlọ́run wọlé. In fact, every day ni Jesus ń beg on our behalf. He is begging and begging on our behalf. Ìgbà tí Ọlọ́run wò nígbà tó sọ fún Abraham, ó ní tóun bá rí 10 people.
Righteous men.
Who might spare.
No, need destroy Sodom and Gomorrah.
That he will spare that land. Ó ti fi iná díẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ayé, ó ti fi omi díẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ayé. He now made a covenant. Bóyá òun wá ní disease and all kind of things ló ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Because how do you put that disgusting Baba Ijesha into our face? What sort of blood money lẹ́yìn bloggers ń gbà tẹ́ fi ń post pictures káàkiri? You are now celebrating him, saying you are celebrating him, saying God is giving him second chance. You all are disgusting piece of trash. And Kudi, you are the chief of the disgust. You disgust me. A disgusting piece of good for nothing daughter of a blind Bartimaeus.
Good for nothing, you.
You compare the lost comparing the loss of a young rising star to an adult mainly exploit a child. Are you crazy? All because you all want to gang fight, you want to speak to him. Don't pariwo, látijọ́ tó ti ń pè Ìyábọ̀ ní queen mother, ìwọ pé queen mother ni, ṣé wàá tọrọ queen mother lọ́wọ́ ẹ ni? Ìyábọ̀ never came out and called herself queen mother. People saw that she's a queen. People carry, they see what you carry, and they will relate with you with what you carry. The people that started calling her queen mother saw that she is a queen and a mother, and she's a mother indeed.
Mother that mothered your mother.
And Kudi, in all honesty, who on this social media we see, even your children do not call you a queen. You are a trash.
Even your husband, to be a more fun, would never call you any queen. It's a taboo.
Since that bridge, she said he was coming for Iyabo, all in the name of that Kunle Afolayan called that she's a mad woman that she is. But the truth is, Kunle did not lie.
Are you not? Are you not? You're a mad woman.
Kudi can't be a palace slave. She cannot be given that honor of being an in-house slave. Ọmọ títì, òun ni Kudi. Ọmọ orí títì, ọmọ tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe, tó fi ń panu, ìpápánu, àwọn ọmọ orí ìta, àwọn gọ́tà, àwọn ọ̀mùtí, àwọn drunks and drunkards, àwọn gamblers and the worst and the dredges of the society. Nǹkan ìpápánu wọn, òun ni Kudi. Dọ́lápọ̀ Alówó ńlé. So in case about pé Kudi wo ni mò ń sọ, Kudi Dọ́lápọ̀ ńlé. Grandma Ajá. Even Keti heavy ẹ̀ tó ní disability tó bá ń bá ìyá ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ máa ń pè ní queen mother. Ọmọ tó ní disability nìyẹn, ó rí the queen in his own mother. Kudi, come and tell us, has any of your children ever addressed you as a queen?
Have they ever been proud of you? Have they ever been proud of you?
No. Have they ever given you that accolade that our mother is indeed a queen, true and true? No, you are a gutter slave, true and true. You are nothing but a trash. You have been binned, you have been thrown into the trash can. You are nothing but a useless daughter of a blind Bartimaeus. Orúkọ ẹnìyẹn látòní lọ, ìkòkò àkúfọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ló jẹ́ kí a pe ìpéjọ àwa àgbààgbà tá a dúró tá a fi ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ. We have things to do, but when ìkòkò àkúfọ́ ìgbà tó ti fọ́ tó ti useless, we were initially earlier on moving train and the rest were looking for how they can redeem you. But now that we àwa àgbààgbà àti tẹ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ síwájú pẹpẹ àti rí pé ìkòkò àkúfọ́ ẹ cannot àti review ẹ kò lè wà mended. You are a broken vessel. There is no vessel in you. You are broken, you are shattered. So àti decide pé ká fi ìkólẹ̀ àti ìgbálẹ̀, ká fi ìkólẹ̀ àti ìgbálẹ̀ ká fi gbá ẹ, ká bí ẹ. You have been binned, you have been trashed. Kò ní dá fún ìyá ẹ. Ìyá àfọ́jú kò ní dá fún. Kó ṣì lọ kó ṣì dànù ìyá àjẹ́. Olórí burúkú lọ́yà Ayélálá. Ó ti mọ mi Ayélálá, ẹ wo gbogbo ara ẹ ṣe rí dùm. Ó dàbí tọ́kì tán ti gbàgbé sórí iná. There is nothing redeemable about Kudi's kindles. Kudi lẹ̀pọ̀n. Àwa bá ranjú, she goes red. Ìwọ nìkan ló bóra, ìwọ nìkan ló lọ ṣe tattoo ojú, ìwọ nìkan ló ní wọ́n fi cream bọ chemical náà fi bọ́wọ́ ẹ jẹ́, ó fẹ́ pupa by force. You hate yourself, you hate your skin, you hate your color. Ó bóra títí gbogbo túrà àti ọṣẹ àjàṣẹ́, ìwọ ló kó bá jò sí gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ ojú jò sí ti jóná. Olórí burúkú ọwọ́ ẹ, ọṣẹ tó ń lò àti cream tó ń lò, òun ló lọ kó fún jòsí tó fi ń bóra. Gbogbo ojú ẹgbẹ́ fádà yẹn lọ wà. Kí n tún gbọ́ tó bá pe Ọmọ́wùmí kó má pe mọ́mì Liam kó tí màá fi ojú ẹ̀ hàn. Ó ti fi cream, ó ti lo organic cream, ó fi ètò bó ọwọ́ ẹ̀ Kúdí burú olórí burúkú yẹn ètò ló bó ẹ lọ́wọ́ ìsà kò dànù ṣe ló gbé wá tó wá gbé fún jòsí kí ni ó tẹ̀fẹ́ jọ mí lójú obìnrin arúgbó òbó arúgbó ara ẹ̀ ò ń bọ̀ láti ìlú òyìnbó ó ra ẹja inú agolo wá fún father in law wa ó ní respect, you are a useless entity. Ìyálé Ọmọ́wùmí jẹ́ náà ó mo ṣe sọ lẹ́kìn tún gbọ́ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ kó pe Ọmọ́wùmí kó má fi àhálẹ̀ gàràràrà tó bá pe orúkọ Ọmọ́wùmí alọ́ba tí ò fi àhálẹ̀ gàràràrà àrà máa sàn pa ẹnu ẹ̀ kóró gbá lẹ́nu ẹ̀ ìyálé ẹ̀ ni Ọmọ́wùmí tó ró bá ń lé ni òun wọn lọ tọrọ ẹ̀ ìwọ wá sí Èkó wá jí oko bàbá ọkọ ẹ̀.
Àmì mòró ẹ bá ń sọ láúdà Kúdí Ọmọ́wùmí ṣáájú ẹ̀dọ́kọ̀ alọ́ba.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ó wọnú ilé alọ́ba wọn mọ̀.
Give some respect.
Ìyálé ẹ̀
kákọ̀ lanu kàkà.
Ìyálé ló jẹ́ sí ẹ̀.
Bọ̀dá ló yẹ kó pe Liam the real culture of Yorùbá. Bọ̀dá Liam ni.
Wà á pè ní bàbá ọkọ mi, bàbá ọkọ Liam jẹ́ sí ẹ̀.
Wà á ní bàbá ọkọ mi Liam.
Ojú okùn grandfather ẹ̀ tó ìwọ ó lọ jalè oko ó sì rí
òṣì
ó lọ jalè oko olè ajókòdó ajókòlóko.
Ajókòdó àbájókòdó olè. Olè onídòkúdò. Olóṣò onírun funfun lóbò. Lóṣù onírun funfun lóbò. O bọ́ọ̀sà tàì bọ́ọ̀sà àìmọye àwọn tó ti ń jí jòsíjó tó ti ń jí jòsíjó ìwọ yìí nìkan náà ló bọ́ọ̀sà àgbàtà pé kò ó jọ ẹ́ lójú pọ́kùnrin lọ 5 rounds lórí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kan náà olóṣì olómi lábẹ́ tẹ́tí bá ti ń ka 5 rounds dáadáa ò ní bọ́ọ̀sà wa máa pa pé padà yìí lọ 5 rounds o olóṣì kí ni ká fi information yẹn ṣe ṣé ká similate káwa náà lọ dójò sí
ọgọ́rùn-ún sọ̀rọ̀ bí pàtì Kánjí Dàmí ló gbé sábẹ́ olóṣì ó sokójò sí di national theatre.
Gbogbo ọ̀tọ̀ wà náùsẹ̀. Padà yìí lọ ń dó àràrà lóògùn. Padà yìí lọ ń lọ 5 rounds olóṣì. Ṣé ká bọ́ọ̀sì káwa náà wá máa dó fada yín lọ ni? Olóṣì àti ìwà tó dẹ̀ ti polówó fada yín lọ báyìí. Ẹ̀pọ̀n fada yín lò sinmi.
Kò sí mi oko máa yẹn ti di national cake. Dọwọ́ bò.
Lẹ́yìn yẹn náà ni àwọn ọ̀kan náà sẹ́ǹdì ọyàn sí.
Ẹ ṣọ́ ara yín ẹ̀yin pípú yìí ò ṣe pé adákẹ́ fún yín ẹ ṣọ́ ara yín o.
Láà bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kó ṣe pé àmọ́ kan tá a máa ṣọ́ náà. A kàn fi yín lẹ̀ pé kẹ́ máa ṣorí bú yín lọ ni. Overcooked turkey. Bọ́bí mo ro. Ẹ mọ bí skinny Kúdí ṣe rí. Ẹ mọ tẹ bá ra turkey. Tẹ bá filẹ̀ sómi bí i 3 days kẹ́ tó wá sí. Ẹ mọ tẹ bá wá dà sórí iná báyìí. A kò fọ́ tún ká ni. Olórí burúkú ẹ̀ ṣe olóṣì alára bàjẹ́ ìwọ náà a máa búyàn.
Kò tún lè ra kí máa búyàn. Olóṣì ọwọ́ rẹ̀ ó ra ọṣẹ àjàṣẹ́ àti túrà ó tún ti túrà àti móvéètì pọ̀ àwọn hydroquin náà tán ti báàní nílùú òyìnbó kan má tà mọ́.
Àwọn tẹ́ móvéètì àtọ́ṣe àgànyìn ni. Àwọn tẹ́ móvéètì ni.
Wọ́n wá ràpọ̀ sínú kíní wọ́n á jù sínú gàrí tó máa gbé wọlé wọ́n ti mix ẹ̀pọ̀ kíní yẹn ti wọlé. Gbogbo ọpọlọ ẹ̀ olóṣì.
Ó máa jó wọn wàìwàì ni. Ìwọ ṣe dráàgì cream vendor yẹn jù. Ìwọ ṣe dráàgì ẹ̀ jù. Ṣé bá sọ pé àwọn àjẹ́ máa jáde fún ẹ? Ìwọ ṣe dráàgì ẹ̀ jù. Wèrè ya. Wọ́n ti sọ pé ẹgbàá lògùn ẹgbàá ló ń jẹ wèrè. Ó gbọ́ yẹn báyìí wèrè ya dànù náà. Wọ́n ní táwọn àjẹ́ àwọn obìnrin ò bá já. I go tell you that because give woman. Àwọn àjẹ́ máa jáde lọ́sàn-án gbọ̀ngàn tí ò ní wọ ṣọ́kọ̀ máa gbé ẹṣẹ́. Ìwọ ìjẹ́ káàkiri ẹ̀ náà.
Òun nìkan ló máa rí wọn ní. Ọjọ́ púpọ̀ ní orí wọn.
Wèrè yá. Kúdí yá. olóbùkù ẹ̀yà dà.
Ṣé nǹkan tí ó máa yẹn sọ
Ìwọ
fún
ṣe jáde.
Ṣé nǹkan tí ó máa yẹn sọ fún nìyẹn?
Yes now. Nǹkan tí Yẹmí cream yẹn sọ nìyẹn. Pé à ń jẹ́ ọmọ Kogi ni mí. Kí lẹ́yìn mọ̀ mi Yẹmí?
Mo ló láwọn jẹ́ máa jáde fún.
Yes now, she said àwọn obìnrin máa jáde, ọmọ rìn o, ọmọ jáde fún Kudi. Ẹ má fa àwọn Kogi ṣeré ọmọ mi Yẹmí. Kudi olóṣù ó gbọ́ yẹn lásán báyìí. Ó já wọlé ni, ìwọ ṣe dírẹ́gì ẹ̀ lọ. Olóṣù á mọ̀ pé wèrè ju wèrè lọ. Ta bá ń fi wèrè pamọ́, dépò à ń ṣe business online àfẹ́. Ìyá ẹ̀ sọ báyìí, ó lọ láìfún ló ní ìwọ tún dárúkọ mi. Táwọn obìnrin ò bá jáde lọ́sàn-án gọ̀gọ̀ tó ní wọṣọ tó máa gbé ẹ ṣépè. Wèrè, ó yá! Olórí bu kí ló ṣe láyé? Ó yá dànù. First time tí Kudi tó máa dẹnu lé ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kan báyìí. Láì lọ kọ́ọ̀tì láì ṣe nítì. Olóṣì yá dànù. Of course, Mommy Debbie, she's from Kogi now. She be real Kogi babe. Ó jáde sọ ni. Èmi ò ní báyìí ṣe ságà lórí social media. Èmi action ni. Màá gbé àwọn àjẹ́ jáde fún ẹsẹ̀. Wọ́n á bá mi gbé eré wèrè yìí.
Kò rí báyìí ni woman ṣe dà lórí social media. Ojú lásán lẹ pé.
Ó ya Kudi ya. Ẹ bá rí rìvásì Kudi mú. Ó dẹ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn bá ó múra kọ́ńkọ́ńkọ́ ni ìwọ tẹ́ pé cream àjàṣe ló bá yí ẹ̀ jẹ́. Cream àjàṣe ti pọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ jẹ́. See in your hand, á máa mọ̀ pé kiri lọ sọ pé o treat ẹ̀. Ó wá bí Kudi ṣe máa ń ranjú yẹn máa ń irritate mi. Ọmọ wọn dàbá eyeballs ẹ̀ fẹ́ jábọ́. Àwa máa ń ranjú ojú àwa. Kudi ojú ẹ̀ ò clear. Kí ló máa ń ṣe fún ẹ lálálẹ́ náà? Mo jí láàárọ̀ ojú ẹ̀ ò clear. Olóṣì ẹ̀ very dirty looking. Bó ṣe ń look yẹn, ó lo filter o. Ẹ wá imagine kí Kudi má lo filter. Báwo ni Kudi ṣe mọ màrí tó bá jí láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù? Báwo ni Kudi ṣe mọ màrí láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù tó bá jí? I can only imagine. Ìwọ máa dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ tí olóyún ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́rí láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù. I'm so sure gbà tó fẹ́ bímọ. Ó kàn máa traumatize. I'm so sure àwọn dókítà tó gbẹ̀bí ẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tó bímọ tó bá máa lọ fún pay time off ni. Ó máa lọ fún pay time because ó máa traumatize ojú ẹ̀ lásán máa traumatize àwọn medical personnel tó gbẹ̀bí ọmọ fún ẹ. Olóṣì àjẹkù Délé Táíwò ní TREMMIE yóò post ó tún ojú ṣe ó make up ó lo filter ó sọ pé ó fẹ́ wá sọ nǹkan tó wà láàrin ìwọ àti obìnrin mi ó kó ló pa yín pọ̀. How do your children feel about you? How do they feel about you?
Ọkọ mi mo ṣí ọkọ mi máa ń ní relationship yẹn ni.
How do your children feel about you?
Ọkọ máa ń ní relationship yẹn tí bá ṣe rúbọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
I always want to know how. Oh God. Kudi ayé ẹ bàjẹ́ o.
Ọkọ mi tó jẹ́ pé
ayé ẹ bàjẹ́.
Tó jẹ́ pé o gbọ́dọ̀ sọ ó pé bóyá o tiẹ̀ wá sọ̀rọ̀ wá make reference pé kó pé bóyá o tiẹ̀ réèyàn kan tí bóyá ti mọra rí tẹ́lẹ̀ tó kàn tiẹ̀ wá kí àbí o tiẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ wàá ti rí lójú ọkọ mi ká sọ pé wàá jáde ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni láyé mo jẹ́rẹ̀ lámàrí ìṣòwò.
Fídíò wèrè tó ṣe yẹn kò ní kúrò lórí social media láíláí. Kò ní kúrò. Wá àjọsọ wá jókòó dáadáa wá sọ pé you took permission from your husband.
Ọmọ bó ṣe ṣe ọkàn jáde lọ́jọ́ kan kò ní wálé mọ́ ni.
Even your in-laws they know. Ayé ẹ bàjẹ́ o. Even your in-laws they know. Even everybody they know. And you are still bold to say it. You are still bold to come out and talk about it. Ọmọ, ó yẹ kó máa yín kú fún ẹ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni o. Ó yẹ kó máa yín kú fún ẹ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ náà, I don't know how they feel when they see you doing all of those rubbish. Àwọn ọmọ obìnrin tó ti dàgbà pẹ̀lú ọmọ ọkùnrin tó bá mú kiri bíi handbag yẹn. How do they feel when they hear you do things like this? How do they feel? lẹ́ni ló máa sọ àṣírí nǹkan tó fa tí wà àti Bukky fi ń drága ara yín. Ẹ ti jọ déètì. I would never. Our relationship kan wà tó yẹ pé àlọ́ rámi ni you should not even open your mouth to talk about them.
Àní ọkọ mi tí ò bá mọ bó ṣe máa sọ pé Yẹ́misí mi ò ṣe mọ́, á kàn jáde lálòun náà bí iṣẹ́ ni ìníwálé mọ́. Torí ìtìjú yẹn òun ló máa bá jù. What a useless woman.
Ó wá jókòó wá
What a useless woman. Ló dẹ̀ lọ́kọ sílé. Àwọn àbúrò ọkọ mi everybody tẹ̀ wá lórí social media. Jésù gbogbo wa. Lẹ́yìn làwọn èèyàn bí ṣe máa ṣe pé Yorùbá ò ṣe é fẹ́. Àwọn Yorùbá kinní kan. Kúdì ò kì í ṣe Yorùbá gan. Àbí ṣé Yorùbá ni?
Ìjẹ̀bú ni Kúdì, ní Ìjẹ̀bú ni Kúdì o. Yorùbá ni Kúdì o.
Ọmọ àlè lóbìnrin yẹn o. Ọmọ àlè.
Ọmọ àlè àbọ̀mọ àlè.
Ọkọ ẹ̀
Ìjẹ̀bú ni o. Ẹ má tì wá sọ́dọ̀ wa bìkọ́ ọmọ mi Yẹ́mi ti dé nìyẹn. Ẹ má tì wá
ọkọ ẹ̀
sí wa.
ṣì fẹ́. Ẹ̀fẹ́ gba ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀tì.
Mi àgbà ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan yín mú. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú ọmọ àlè ẹ̀. Ọmọ àlè Ìjẹ̀bú.
àwọn
wọ́n ṣe
ọmọ
fún
àlè tó máa ń dójú tì wá ni.
Bí wọ́n ṣe gbóyún Adéwálé Oyinlọ́lá wá fún àwọn tó
Màá
ṣe pé ti Kúdì.
bọ́ sórí social media. Àwa ní torí nǹkan tẹ̀mí àtẹ nìkan ṣe ń jà tí mo lọ kọ́ lé kókó ló pa wá.
Ibà lọ́kọ̀ gan ní mi yẹ ní at my age. As how?
Mi máa jẹ rọrùn.
Lé àárọ̀.
Mi máa gbàbọ̀dè.
Àzàzà ẹ̀ ṣe mí kú ọ́.
Òun náà kọ́ kíní ló ń tì òkú Mohbad ìgbà tó tí ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ti ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà yẹn ti ń ṣe wọ́n ràn wà lára ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ o bọ̀dọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n á lé kéńtà òkú ọmọ yẹn ló ń tì torí kò sí any sane person Kúdì Bukky gan bó ṣe ya wèrè tó gan ṣe tí ò dẹ̀ lọ́kọ́ lé òun gan ò sọ wípé okólópò òun àti ẹ̀pọ̀.
Mọ̀mí Yẹmí Kúdì tó ṣì ń dó bàbá ní bread as at 4 years ago. Bukky tó ṣì ń dó bàbá ní bread 4-5 years ago. Bukky ṣì ń sọ fún wa pé 8-10 years rẹ tóun ò tí ì dóko ó ṣì ń gbé pamọ́. Kúdì ní Manchester yìí kò tẹ́ tí ò mọ̀ pé ó ń dóko. Ó ṣì ń bẹ bàbá ní bread kí ẹ ti tó fi lọ mú yàwó wá láti Nàìjíríà. Ó ṣì máa ń fi òbò bẹ bàbá ní bread. Bukky máa dó á gbé oko bàbá ní bread sẹ́nu á ṣe selfie. Lólórí burúkú Bukky yìí o. Tó bá bọ́ sí social network tá ló mú ó ti pẹ́ tóun ti dóko last ó sì ń gbé pamọ́ òun ò dóko.
Ṣé bàbá oníbẹ̀rẹ̀ náà gé okó ẹ̀ lẹ̀ fún Bukky? Báwo ló ṣe gbèsè tó fi ń ṣe sẹ́ọ̀fù?
Ìyẹn ní tóun bá ti sùn lọ ṣe pé yẹn fẹ́ owó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ owó ilẹ̀ tí Bukky tà òun ló kó fún bàbá oníṣẹ́ tí ẹ fi open bakery. Ìgbà tí
wọ́n ṣẹlẹ̀ lù ú.
mẹ́wàá ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ní tí wọ́n ní kọ́lá máa fi àtijọ́ wá síbi tó nira tí ọkùnrin náà bá dẹ̀ wà tó lézì tẹ́pẹ́ owó obìnrin ló fẹ́ gbà nǹkan tí ó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn. Bukky ló fẹ́ fún bàbá ní búrẹ́dì lówó tó fẹ́ fi open bake. Àti ìyẹn ò dẹ̀ lè lọ ṣiṣẹ́ kó lọ ṣe kinní wọ́n ní ó ṣe aláàrú lóyìnbó ó fẹ́ ṣe bí Adéjọrọ̀ lọ́jọ́ ọba kò possible so ó gba òbò Bukky bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó tí Bukky bá ti sùn ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ tó ti sùn lọ ìyẹn ní tóun bá máa fi jí láàárọ̀ báyìí òun á ti bá tó ti gbópò òun sẹ́nu.
Àti gbókò ẹ̀ lórí social media.
Náà á ti gbé okó sẹ́nu á ti yà selfie. Ṣé pé okó dẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan ẹlẹgẹ́ ni ó wà ní between ẹyin Bukky. Téèyàn ló ra agbára dúró jẹ́jẹ́ lè pé
ìyẹn ò ní lè jà.
Ìyẹn ò ní lè jà. Because Bukky máa fi eyín yẹn á fi já okó yẹn kúrò ní ti ẹ bàbá. Bàbá ní bread àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ wà lára àwọn tí orúkọ 27 tó fi bẹ́ẹ̀ pa. Orúkọ bàbá yẹn wà ń bẹ̀ àti ìyàwó ẹ̀ tí yẹn lọ mú wá láti Nàìjíríà. Tó ṣépè Bukky ṣépè kíkan gbà tí báwo tó gbọ́ pé bàbá yẹn lọ mú ìyàwó wá láti Nàìjíríà. Ó níyàwó ẹ̀ ò ní forí tó ṣoyún kò ní fẹ́ yín gbọ́mọ pọ̀. Ìyàwó yẹn ti bímọ 2. Bukky kanra. Okay, mo ti stop. Ẹ̀yin náà imagine. Ó kọ́ lẹ́gẹ́ ni. Ẹ mọ imagine kí ẹyin wà kí bí pé ẹ fẹ́ jẹ ice lolly kí kó lọ mìíràn jù kí Bukky kò máa kọ kílẹ̀ ṣú láì náà làbí báwọn náà ṣe ń sọ. Bukky ò kí ẹ pé kí ọ̀sán di òru if she's annoyed. Ó máa gé okó yẹn kúrò ní ẹran tí obìnrin kan tó sọ pé tí wọ́n gbé sí Instagram obìnrin bó lélẹ̀ tí wọ́n ní ó gbá pọkọ ẹ̀ ń dóbò níta kò sọ nǹkan kan ó fún ọkọ ẹ̀ ní oògùn yàgbẹ́ ó fi oògùn yàgbẹ́ sínú oúnjẹ ọkọ ẹ̀ẹ́gọ́ ìgbà tí yẹn wá ń sùn ó wá lẹ super glue mọ́ ní fúrọ̀.
ní fúrọ̀ kẹ́ wáyé ní kò sáyé o.
Hold hospital. That strongest super monkey kìíní yẹn.
Ṣé gorilla?
Gorilla. Òun ló lẹ̀ mọ́ ní fúrọ̀. Ọkọ rò bóyá ó fẹ́ fóun ní smushy ní lóru. Àṣé obìnrin yẹn ti gbé kìíní ẹ̀yìn májíkọ́. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bí ìgbẹ́ ní. He ended up in A&E. She's been arrested. So Bukky doesn't care making issue without anything. She doesn't care to change the cosmic of the earth. Tó bá ti jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ oko, she doesn't care. Ẹ wo bí Bukky ṣe parọ́ nígbà tó wà àti Délé Genesis fi ní issue. Ló sọ pé èèyàn bá yẹ ẹ̀sùn. Who say something? Is it not abnormal? Bukky will do the unspeakable. She will do the unforgiving. She will do an abomination just to score a cheap point. Ó máa gé okó yẹn jẹ ni kò wá kí èrò prison ní Bukky nọ́mánọ́mà. Tó máa gé okó yẹn kúrò ni. Ó máa sọ di pé kàkà kékú má jẹ sèse, a máa fi ṣàwádìí dànù ni.
Tí Bukky bá ní kàkà kí bàbá oní búrẹ́dì lọ máa dúró lómi, máa kún jókòó ẹ̀.
Wọ́n máa jẹ okó ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n máa yan eyín yẹn. In fact, wọ́n máa rò bóyá Bukky gbé kọ́ọ́lí lórí okó yẹn ni because kò ní fi okó yẹn sílẹ̀. Wọ́n á rò bóyá epilepsy òun lórí okó ni. Ṣé wọ́n pé tí eyín epilepsy téèyàn bá ní gìrì? Wọ́n á rò bóyá Bukky ní gìrì lórí okó ni. Wọ́n náà kó wọn ni. Flyer ló máa fi fly eyín ẹ̀ out of that okó. Má yẹ mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Èèyàn tó lè kọ orúkọ ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ àbúrò ẹ̀ sí àwọn tó fẹ́ pa from the 27 people out of 27 people tí Bukky fẹ́ pa 20 of them are people.
What was she thinking? What was Bukky thinking?
Kò yé mi o, apààyàn ni kí lápààyàn máa ń rò tẹ́lẹ̀. She is a criminally minded wicked witch. Bukky put all the names of her family àwọn ọbàkan ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ìbejì ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó wà lára orúkọ tí Bukky fẹ́ pa àwọn ọmọ yẹn wà university in America báyìí ọmọ Bukky wà nínú ẹ̀wọ̀n wọ́n ní be careful when you wish evil on somebody else ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n ìyá Rẹ̀mí tó máa ń sọ àwọn ọmọ Rẹ̀mí wọ́n wà ní university in America Bukky ọmọ tiẹ̀ wà lẹ́wọ̀n ó ní mental health kìíní Bukky has not sit down kó wá solution sí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́rọ̀ ni Bukky fẹ́ bá wá ṣe justice. Mọ́mí Bukky Alva.
Ẹ bá wa pé ó sì ti pọ́ sí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ dà wá nù o.
Ẹ má sọ wá di homeless o. Ẹ wá náà ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ṣé ẹ rí papa shit kú sílé ni? Àbí wọ́n ti gbé ṣé ẹ ti gbé papa shit ní test sọ fún wa? Because 2 weeks rẹ̀ ń sìn àárí papa shit o. Ọmọ ẹ̀dẹ́mà àbò ti kú sílé ní ṣe pé kò sẹ́ni tó mọ́lé ẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀nù ẹ̀. Àbò ti fìtìjú kó wọlé ni. Ẹkúndayọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀dẹ́mà. Kí ló ṣe ẹ́? Blink twice if you need help. Àbọ̀ ti lọ jọ ẹ sí bottomless pit ni because olórí burúkú nìwà àti Kudi. Kó bọ́ta kó wá ké. Because I'm honestly, lóru yìí mo wá ń rò mo ní adẹ káàkiri everywhere dápárò bíi pé wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n ní sáwọn èèyàn jòsè mọ̀ nílẹ̀. Even wèrè Wunmi said and I quote láti ó pàtí tọ́sẹ̀ mẹ́rin ń sìn tó ti fi ẹ̀sùn kàn ẹ́ pé òfin máa gùn òfin pa ọkọ ẹ̀ kò máa bọ́ta.
Bọ́ta kẹ̀.
Yétúndé Rálẹ̀ Àtù.
Òun náà ti mọ bó ṣe ń rí.
Yétúndé Rálẹ̀ Àtù aya Kazeem Apárí láti ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́rin tó ti dé láti Nàìjà ó máa bọ́ta kó sọ fún wa pé ẹ kú o ọkọ ẹ̀ ò kú o ó máa wá jí bọ́ǹkì ẹ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ mẹ́rin kò bọ́ta tó máa sọ fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́rẹ́ ẹni ọmọ máa ṣe blẹ́blẹ́blẹ́blẹ́blẹ́blẹ́blẹ́blẹ́ wèrè títí kùsù náà abẹ máa gbé kínní ìyẹn náà ti kúrò ọ̀tọ̀ ló ń ṣe ń sìn ẹ wo gbogbo yín ẹ wo láìfù yín without Omowummi you all could not do anything with your life is stuck you are èrè tó wà ní abẹ́ secret expose yẹn you go explain tire ọ̀kẹ́kù ni ayé ẹ ti bàjẹ́ ìpín yẹn ìpín Bukky Jesse àti Kudi òun nìpín wọ tó wà ní abẹ́ secret expose yẹn. Can you ever do without putting Omowummi into your write-up? No.
You can't.
You will cry. Wo wàá ṣègbé wàá pásán ó tẹ̀ tí pásán ayé náà sọ kò nídìí kíní.
Ẹ tó rẹ̀ lù ayé kiri.
Kọ̀ǹpí náà sunkún kiri. Gbogbo yín ẹ ti parọ́. Your nose is now coming out like that of Pinocchio. The more Pinocchio lies, the more his nose grows out. Ẹ ti parọ́ ẹ wo Báyọ̀ gbam gbing. However, Báyọ̀ onírọ́ ó ti di pẹlẹbẹ tọ̀bẹ egotamọ́ boss with irọ́. Báyọ̀ your life ayé ẹ̀ ò wu àwọn ará ọ̀run kìngìn ayé ẹ̀ ò wu ará ayé ó wà ní between ayé àti ọ̀run ó wá ń sọ kátikàti you can't even formulate your lies as in how can you lie you can't even perfect your lies. Look at your life. Pokiyo Alva Senator Ish, Sanolaide, critical morons, where are thou? Because I saw bọ́ta nígbà yẹn 3 years ago ẹni pé ẹ̀yin máa fi ojú àwa hàn màbú. However, ẹni parí ayé yín ti tán. G-Babe, olùṣà. However, Mọ́mí Kosh. Olórí burúkú elépè olórí ibojẹ cockroach tí jẹ gbogbo orí wèrè tán. However, is Fúnmi amúgbó olóṣì tí ò rówó ra ẹyin tí mò ń rà nínú ilé ní ó máa dá is Fúnmi ní okòwò ẹyin. The crate of eggs are buying this because I got teenagers in this house. Tí mo máa ń rà especially ṣe ti rí èyí ọmọkùnrin mi yẹn ó máa sọ fún yín pé ẹyin o ó ní kíní kan energy o ó ní kíní kan protein o ẹyin everyday. So mi ò kì í lọ ra ẹyin 15 o crate either 30 or tí n bá lọ Costco máa gbé ti 60. Ṣé kí n post ẹyin sí ẹ kó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ òwò? Ó mọ̀ pé níbi tá a wà onínúure aláàánú làwa àwa rẹ̀ náà ń pè ní alájà má jẹ́ ó bàjẹ́ onínúure làwa ẹni rẹ̀ ni wá. Ṣé kí n send ẹyin 60 pieces fún ẹ kó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ owó ẹyin because ó lọ sí ibi tán tí ń ṣe give away ó lọ ń sunkún onítìwọ́ bá rí 100,000 wàá lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ owó ẹyin. Hajia ẹwà dé Hajia. Alva, ẹlẹ́kùn egbére. You see that Baba? You know when they call that Baba? When I was talking to that Baba, why you people talking to that Baba? You see that woman, she treated that Baba so wrong. Why did they talk to that Baba like that? Alva, So clean and calm black app for like 2 weeks. The crying has wanted keke ti pamọ́ yín lẹ́nu. Susie, is Mohbad still in your bedroom or he has moved into your bathroom? Ó parọ́ títí tó tún parọ́ mọ́ òkú. Ó ní òkú wà nínú bedroom ẹ̀. However, Susie is the craziest bad shit ever. Susie's madness is on par with that of Bushere. Mo ṣe ń try láti weigh their madness kí n wo ètò ga jù nínú wèrè wọn. Susie has confirmed schizoaffective disorder. Bushere is psychotic. Sherry TREMMIE. However, did you see the video that baby did with the celebrities? However, Yomi Onibode, Yomi Ole, however, are we still waiting the September 29 or you are cooking another lies to give to your moronic fellows? Ṣé ti rí 3-second video yẹn? Ṣé ti rí àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ underground ẹlẹ́bọ̀tọ̀ náà gbé fóun wọ́n ti gbàbọ̀dẹ̀ fóun kìnìkan. However, Yomi Ole tówó bá tán lọ́wọ́ alákọ̀wé a sì máa sáré kiri oṣù bá ti lóyún gbèsè àrántí ọmọ ní gúgúrú pẹ́ẹ́rẹ́rẹ́ ẹ̀pà pẹ́ẹ́rẹ́rẹ́ gúgúrú pẹ́ẹ́rẹ́rẹ́ ẹ̀pà wo. Wọ́n ní owó tí ọmọdé bá kọ́kọ́ rí àkàrà ló máa fi jẹ. Wọ́n da owó bo Yomi ní justice for Mohbad. Ó rò bóyá bó ṣe máa lọ nìyẹn. Yomi fi owó ó lọ fi ń sun hotel, ó lọ fi ń sun 5-star hotel. But ṣebí tí ẹ bá fẹ́ sun 5-star hotel, ó máa gbé ọmọge tó jẹ́ 5-star. But because Yomi is such a cheap irritant, ó lọ ń dó Leo. Ó dó ọmọ Success, ó gbé Leo pamọ́ sínú bathroom. Ìgbà tí ọmọ Success lọ, tọmọ Success wo okó yẹn, ó ló dàbí dùndú. Ó ní okó ẹ̀ dàbí the tip of microphone or the tip of a ball pen. Ó wá lẹ́yìn ẹ lọ, ó yọ okó yẹn nínú òbò ọmọ Success, ó lọ kì í bọ òbò Leo. Ìyẹn máa wá bá ẹ. Leo ṣó ìyàwó Ṣàngó ni ẹ ni? Àbí ṣé Ṣàngó lẹ́ ń bọ ní ìdílé yín ni? Ó fi owó jẹ ìjẹkújẹ Yomi jẹ. Ẹ máa rí nígbà tó bá ṣe live video bó ṣe ń fi right hand bush rice sẹ́nu ló ń fi left hand gbé tọ́kí sẹ́nu. Ó máa jẹun pàṣàpàṣà. Á ra bottle water. Ó ń live ayé Davida Loca. Yomi, however, I'm going to do a water and the water with this. A máa pe ìjọba lẹ́jọ́. A máa lọ sí Hague. I will go and give letter to the minister. Wọ́n ti pe àti ní new prime minister. I will go to iwájú White House. Yomi, however, owó ti tán. Lárí Ọmọdọ̀lẹ̀, ayé ẹ ti bàjẹ́, agbára dáradá, àgbàlagbà kan tó kó sí kànga. However, ó ti torí ọ̀rọ̀ Ọmọ́wùmí wọ́n deport ẹ̀ ní Belgium. Bàbá bímọ máa wò ọlọ́mọ yẹn. Kò sí tí Larry bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́ máa gbọ́ àwọn àkókò kan máa dún lẹ́yìn kùlé ẹ̀. Kúkúrúkú kí ló dé wọ́n ṣépè fún ẹni bí mẹkáníìkì ṣe ń gbà nǹkan gbogbogbò wọ́n lè ṣe ayọ̀ bá mi mú gúdà kan wá mẹ́ yẹn. Larry ní.
Wèrè yẹn náà máa sọ pé fún mi ní scan of kan bẹ̀ yẹn ní òkè kéré bọ́ọ̀lù kékeré yẹn ni mo fẹ́.
However,
olóṣì Adéwálé ọmọ bàmí ló fà.
Adéwálé olè ajádìyẹ ẹ mọ bí tó máa lọ́jọ́ kò sí sí bọ̀bọ̀ tó ṣètè jọ̀ǹpà tí ẹ̀kẹ́ dàbí Teletubbies lips ẹ̀ wá dàbí extra kí lorúkọ táyà mọ́tò tó popular ń gbà yẹn kí lẹ pé Michelin etí ẹ tó Michelin kankan bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn nígbà yẹn náà ti bá ń bú mi d-man àbí nǹkan ibẹ̀ ni wèrè Adéwálé lọ ń jókòó sí nsìn ó wá change orúkọ ẹ̀ sí chief àwọn olè àgbà olè.
àwọn alájá àwọn ajẹ́dìyẹ olóṣì onímìlìkì lẹ́pọ̀.
Mọ́mí light up ìyá oníwọ̀nranwọ̀nran olòṣì olè oníwọ̀n.
olóṣì èyí ò sábẹ́rẹ́ ẹjọ́ bá ti lọ béèrè òun ó ní tẹ bá dọ́dọ̀ àwọn onítẹ̀tí airport ní New York ẹ béèrè mi olóṣì
támúrégé jìdá
ṣé tí kò ló máa lọ tà fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ṣáàrùn dídí ló máa lọ tà fún wọn ní támúrégé jìgá wèrè
ìyá àjẹ́ ó gbé ọmọ 24 years old sílé depression ti fẹ́ pa ọmọ ẹ ti ní agoraphobia kò lè bọ́ tanu lé o wá solution sọ̀rọ̀ wọn tiẹ̀ o ló fẹ́ bá kápẹ́ńtà wá solution fọ́rọ̀ wọn tiẹ̀.
fọmọ ti tiẹ̀.
alva.
àwọn olówó igbó sílẹ̀kùn fólè.
mọ́mí bó ṣe eré ó yẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
mọ́mí bó ṣe eré ẹlẹ́kùn ayé ó fò.
mọ́mí bó ṣe eré the lamentation.
Book of Lamentation.
Mọ́mí bó ṣe eré ó yá ẹ jẹ́ kí mọ́mí bó ṣe eré sọ̀rọ̀ ó yẹ sáré sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ṣé Mr. Bati ẹ ti rí àwọn ìjọba wa yẹn.
orí ìjọba tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
orí ìjọba yẹn ló yẹ ká ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. àwọn níwọ̀n bẹ́ẹ̀.
tó bá jẹ́ pé Amẹ́ríkà ti wà ní.
tó bá jẹ́ Amẹ́ríkà
ìjọba ṣe tennis.
tẹ̀rí nígbà tí wọ́n pa George Floyd gbogbo wa á dìde gbogbo Amẹ́ríkà dìde I say we now said Black Lives Matter. Tẹ́tí rí Mr. Lati, tẹ́tí rí ìjọba Nàìjíríà yẹn nígbà tí mo wà Kaduna ní 1967 bí àwọn ìgbà wa bá ṣe sọ fún Yar'Adua nìyẹn Yar'Adua wà ọkọ kìnì kan so torí ẹ̀ àwa sá kúrò ní Kaduna àwa sá lọ sí Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ bí Mọdákẹ́kẹ́ àti Ifẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà nìyẹn. Àwa sá wa lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ Tọmọ Sàkárà nígbà tí Tọmọ Sàkárà ibi tó tún fẹ́ máa jẹ́ kí ilẹ̀ dẹ̀ fún wa wọ́n ṣe pa Tọmọ Sàkárà nìyẹn. Bọ̀ ìgbà tí a wá wí pé bóyá ká máa bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n wá ní ká máa bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wọ́n wá ní pé bí àwọn kíní ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn ẹ rántí ayé ìgbà àlímọ̀ school ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé àlímọ̀ school bí mo ṣe ní pé jẹ́gúkú sá kúrò ní Nàìjíríà nìyẹn o ìgbà tí mo tún wá dé Nàìjíríà bí wọ́n ṣe pa Martin Luther King nìyẹn tí mo wá kúrò Nàìjíríà mo wá sá lọ sí Mississippi bí wọ́n tún ṣe pa Martin Luther King nìyẹn mo wá wò títí pé ibo mo wá fẹ́ lọ báyìí mo tún wá sí Nàìjíríà again June 12 ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn àwa ní àwọn pé bóyá MKO bóyá bàbá wa MKO bóyá ó máa gba ìjọba fún wa àwa dìbò fún bàbá wa MKO wọ́n tún wá pa bàbá wa MKO ṣèbí ìgbà táwọn sọ fún kínní pé kó bá wa ṣe dáadáa wọ́n tún ṣe pa Kudirat ní Abíọ́lá bí mo ṣe wò ní ẹ pé kò ní dá kí n wà nílùú yìí o bí mo tún ṣe sá padà lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà nìyẹn ní ayé ìgbà Ṣàgàrí bí àti ìyá tí wò gbà bóyá Ṣàgàrí ẹ mọ̀ pé bàbá yẹn ló dáa jù bọ̀ ọgbà tí mo tún try Nàìjíríà bí Ṣàgàrí ṣe tún sọ pé rárá o ẹ̀yin tí ẹ kì í ṣe Haúsá o ẹ máa lọ sí ìlú yín o bá ṣe sọ pé bí ọ̀dọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe báyìí a ti lọ káàkiri kinní kan bí àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì àtàwọn mùsùlùmí wọ́n tún ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà ẹ̀sìn nìyẹn àwa tún kúrò ń bẹ̀ ṣèbí ìgbà tó wá tó di 2022 bí a tún wá wò pé kí n wá lọ sí Ìlọrin o bí wọ́n tún ṣe pa Túndé Ìdíàgbọn nìyẹn Túndé Ìdíàgbọn òun ni ò bá tún Nàìjíríà ṣe rí pé táyé pé Túndé Ìdíàgbọn ló jẹ́ president nígbà tó ń pa Mohbad Túndé Ìdíàgbọn á ti gba ìjọba fún wa but àwọn wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa pa Mohbad òun náà ṣe pa Túndé Ìdíàgbọn sílẹ̀ wọ́n ti plan ikú Mohbad kí wọ́n tó bí Mohbad torí tí Túndé ìdí àgbọn bá fi wà lórí oyè wọ́n máa pa á fún wọn ní kò ní jẹ́ kó ń pa Mohbad yẹn bọ̀ wọ́n á pa Mohbad àwa wò pé wọ́n á pa Túndé ìdí àgbọn àwa wò pé òkè ṣebí ìgbà ayé Abacha òun náà fi bí Mohbad pé òkè ó tẹ́ pé wọ́n fi apple pa Abacha bóyá Abacha ò bá fún wa ní ìjọba Mr. Lati ṣàtìrí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà yẹn Lati á ti ní oya mọ́mí ẹ̀ round up ẹ ṣe Mr. Lati mo ti round up so nígbà tí Abacha wá gba ìjọba lọ́wọ́ June 12 àwa ò pé òkè o wọ́n á gbé fún Abdulkareem pé ìjọba fìdí òun ni Abdulkareem pé òkè wọ́n tún wá gbé wá padà sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá a sọ pé Olúwa ṣeun Ọbásanjọ́ tún ti gba ìjọba o wọ́n á gbé fún Ọbásanjọ́ o ṣèbí ìgbà yẹn ni Ọbásanjọ́ àti àwọn kan wá pàdé àpòpọ̀ bọ́n ṣe pàdé lẹ́gí wá nìyẹn ẹ má sọ pé mi mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o bọ́ àwa ń wá dì sí Mr. Lati àti ìrí ikú tó pàdé lẹ́gí wá dì sí Mr. àmọ́ mi bó ṣe eré ẹjọ́ bá wa round up mo ti ń débẹ̀ so ìgbà tí Ọbásanjọ́ kò wá gbé.
wọ́n ti ń débẹ̀ náà dẹ̀ ni.
wọ́n ti ń débẹ̀ ìgbà tí ìjọba kìíní mọ́mì ẹjọ́ ẹ bá round up kí Kofi lè sọ̀rọ̀.
I want to thank everybody. Lagata. Even though ọmọdé ló jẹ́ mo bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ dẹ̀ gbọ́. ọmọ agbó sí wọn náà lẹ́nu God bless you.
èmi rí ẹ ọmọdé ní ẹ sí mi Lagata but èmi rí ẹ as bàbá wa ṣé wọn pé gbogbo ọkùnrin bàbá náà jẹ́ sí wa so nígbà tí mo wá ronú títí pé ìgbà tí Ọbásanjọ́ fún wa ní nǹkan tá a fẹ́ mo wá sá lọ sí Ghana nígbà tí mo wá dé Ghana bó ṣe rẹ the real book of lamentation.
ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti wà ní Nàìjíríà ti gba independence ni ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ mo rẹ tó rojọ́ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn àtìgbà tí Nàìjíríà ti gba independence tó máa ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ story ẹ̀ láì ṣe family fẹ́ ládẹ kí my mama. kí my mama láì ṣe ìrànfẹ́lá ìrànfẹ́lá sì ló pariwo dẹ̀ kí my mama ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ tán láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ayé ni olóṣì.
ṣe mọ̀ pé sísá Lati tó bá tún dijọ́ kejì òkè mọ́ mi bó ṣe rè kí lẹ rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ Wùnmí tó pé bàbá sí ẹjọ́.
bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni.
ẹ máa gbọ́ kọ́kọ́ ṣe ẹ ṣe Mr. Lati ẹ kú àgbà àbáyé dalẹ̀ tẹ́ ti rí.
àyíkọ́lẹ̀ dàgbà jù láàrin wa Ọlọ́run ti fi yín ṣe olórí ẹbí wa and you are handling the position so well. ẹ ṣe
ibùdó Ọlọ́run ti fi yín ṣe olórí ẹbí tọ́lọ́run fún yín yẹn kò ní dìbàjẹ́ ṣe ti rí nígbà yẹn tí Lord Lugard tó fi wá sí Nàìjíríà òun ló pín náà.
ìgbà tí minister stop the killing of twins.
Sami ẹyin lẹ hype mi o nígbà tí minister wá sọ pé mọ́mí bó ṣe rè á ní ká sọ fún wa ibi tíṣẹ́ gbọ́ voice note tó máa ń sọ pé bàbá mo ń lọ síbẹ̀ náà ni nǹkan nígbà tí girlfriend Mary Celeste tí girlfriend Lord Lugard tó sọ pé kí a lọ sí ká sọ ìlú yẹn di Nàìjíríà bá ti wà ní western states and the southern states but Lord Lugard òun ló fa gbogbo problem tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Lord Lugard sọ pé.
ibo ẹ má pé òsì ẹ fọ́ọ̀sì lẹ̀ kàkàkẹ́ ká má ṣọ̀rọ̀ ni ká má ṣọ̀rọ̀ ni ẹ má ṣọ̀rọ̀ lọ́mọ mi mòró ẹ má ṣọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
nígbà yẹn ni àwọn wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti bí ọmọ yẹn nígbà yẹn World Against Indiscipline and Corruption bó ṣe rántí pé Mariam Babangida woman yẹn máa fáìn o ẹ rántí pé Mariam Babangida òun nìkan ni ìyàwó orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tó ṣe dáadáa ẹ̀yẹn ló dápẹ́ woman yẹn ṣì wà láyé ni ṣé tí rí ọmọ mi ọmọ kékeré yẹn kò ní ṣe bó ṣe ṣe yẹn but bó ṣe ti wá rí bó ṣe jẹ́ ń sìn ìgbà yẹn ni Ọbásanjọ́ wá lọ gba loan lọ́wọ́ IMF ìgbà tó wá gba loan lọ́wọ́ IMF àwa wà ní ipò tí a wà yìí ìgbà yẹn ni ìjọba that's woman ẹ má tọ̀ sára. Bẹ̀yà inú mi ti wú. Inú mi ti mo fọ́ o. Ìyá wèrè. Ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Látàyà lálùbọ́lẹ̀ olóṣì ó máa mú ní ìṣísẹ̀ntẹ̀lé ni ó máa ní bọ́ ìmọ̀ mi bó ṣe eré no ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀kọ́ tá à ń sọ sí ẹ má ṣọ́ọ̀kì o ló máa ní Mr. Lati mo ti fẹ́ débẹ̀ náà. Mo ti fẹ́ débẹ̀ so nígbà tí gbogbo ayé wá bí gbogbo ayé ṣe dìde lórí ọ̀rọ̀ George Floyd ní àwa ọmọ Nàìjíríà náà ṣe dìde nìyẹn pé afẹ́fẹ́ tó pa Mohbad lórí burúkú wa àwọn àpẹ Tàfábàlẹ̀wà ní pé rárá o ẹ má involve mi nínú situation yìí o ẹ mọ̀ pé ẹ lọ pé bẹ́ńsàrò wíwà wá jẹ́ kí n rántí ṣe àmọ́ pé nǹkan tí Àbáṣà ṣe bẹ́ńsàrò wíwà yẹn kò dáa rárá àwọn àṣẹ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìgbà tí Nnamdi Azikiwe wá sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká pín Nàìjíríà.
ẹ ti mọ ohun ẹ̀yẹ lò.
Mr. Lati ìfọwọ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí mo wà ní Nàìjíríà àwọn ọmọ yẹn méjì bọ́ ṣe ń bọ̀ báyìí àwọn kan béèrè pé kí ni àwọn fẹ́ jẹ ni bí wọ́n ṣe mú wọn ni tí wọ́n fẹ́ wọn lórí ẹ mọ̀ pé àrí justice gbà lórí àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
àwọn ọmọ méjì yẹn wọ́n wá jẹ́ ọmọ Ìgbò ni wọ́n bí Ikemba Odogwu of kí lórúkọ Ikemba náà ọ̀rọ̀ mi létí Ojukwu ṣe ní Biafra must go bí a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ogun nìyẹn pẹ̀lú Ikemba bí àwọn kinní nìyẹn bí Ojukwu ṣe iṣẹ́ yẹn gan bọ̀ ìgbà tí Ojukwu wá ṣe tí ò rí ṣe Ọbásanjọ́ wá make sure pé oúnjẹ ò dé ilẹ̀ Ìgbò bí àwọn ilẹ̀ Ìgbò wọ́n ṣe ń bínú sí àwa ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ìgbà yẹn náà wá pé Aguiyi ń ro sí Aguiyi ń ro sí.
Mo ní 2 minutes láti lọ.
Ìgbà tí Aguiyi ń ro sí wá pàdé àpòpọ̀ mọ́ Alíní náà wá ṣe wàhálà ní ilẹ̀ Ìbìní ṣe tí ní ilẹ̀ Ìbìní yẹn.
Obìnrin yóò ní kúrè o.
Ní ilẹ̀ Ìbìní yẹn bí Alíní àti Aguiyi ń ro sí wọ́n ṣe fẹ́ ba ìjọba Babangida jẹ́ nìyẹn Babangida sọ fún wọn ní pé mo fún yín ní ọ̀sẹ̀ kan ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wá Alíní jáde ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ló ṣe bàbá wa Tinubu tí yóò fún wọn ní that same àṣẹ tí Babangida pa tẹ́ pé ọ̀sẹ̀ yẹn náà mú Alíní kí wọ́n mú Alíní àti àwọn ẹlẹ́mẹ̀wá ẹ̀ wọ́n wá mú gbogbo wọn. Torí pé Tinubu ò kí ẹ̀ nípa àwa masses kò kí ẹ̀ nípa àwa ọmọ tálákà òun ni ó ṣe wá gbé iṣẹ́ yẹn fún Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan wọ́n sọ pé you know I'm a son of nobody. I never had school. I didn't wear shoe to school. So mi sọ̀rọ̀ sí gbogbo nǹkan yẹn tó ṣẹlẹ̀ òun náà ṣe lè rí justice gbà nítorí. Saying so much without making no sense. The way she relates things, ìgbà tí ṣàmọ́ pé ó bá yẹ pé kì í ṣe àwọn òyìnbó yẹn àwọn náà pa Selassie pé kì í ṣe wọ́n pàtìlẹ̀ lásìkò àti kí lórúkọ bọ̀bọ̀ Burkina Faso yẹn. In fact, I need that irú ìjọba yẹn. Wọ́n á lọ sí Ifáàní láti lọ jí Ìdí Àmì. Ẹ wo bí Ìdí Àmì ṣe jí pẹ̀lú wọn ní Uganda. Ẹ pé irú ìjọba Ìdí Àmì lánàá àti nàgbà justice. Bọ̀ torí pé àwa Yorùbá ìmọ̀ wa ò papọ̀. Tí ìmọ̀ wa bá papọ̀, tí àwọn ará Uganda yẹn ṣe bí àwọn ìpapọ̀ wọn yẹn.
Mèyọ̀, báwo lẹ ṣe sọ gbogbo kìíní tẹ́ ẹ̀rẹ́ mi nù?
Bó ṣe rè wá fún mi.